turn kitchen lights orange.
Okay.
Alexa, turn dining room lights on.
Okay.
Alexa, turn dining room lights orange.
Okay.
What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys can get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. All right, people. Hold on. I think I fucked something up. Give me a second. I think I did. Oh shit. Fuck. Oh, here it is. All right. All right, people. Listen, man, Coons just can't stop cooning, man. It's just in their DNA at this point. And like I said, we just in the era of people just self-hating themselves and justifying evilness. Right? So William McNeil Jr., the dude that got punched by the police in Jacksonville, Florida. Brandon Tatum decides to do what he normally does, shake his ass for cash for cops, even though plain and simple you see the shit is wrong. But watch how he justifies this shit, right? Because that's what he does. It doesn't matter. Like, this nigga, just like, you can see some shit that's really foul and motherfuckers violate a motherfucker, and he was still justified. But it is what it is. Let's listen to this coonery ass nigga. Plus, we gonna get into this African woman decides that she want war with black people in America. So we'll go through it, people. We're gonna go through it.
But like I told you yesterday, I'm finna be on like Donkey Kong when it comes to this William Anthony McNeil shooting. You guys that watched me on the live yesterday, you remember me talking about this before the body-worn camera came out. And I want you to remember what I said. So therefore you can judge whether or not Brandon Tatum know what he's talking about or not. When I said that there was a lot more to the story, that when you have multiple police officers showing up to the scene, it's because something had transpired before the police officers got there. And the thing is that he turns the camera on conveniently XYZ.
First of all, let's just be very, very honest. I see people get pulled over all the time. If a cop pull someone over, they always call for backup. Always. Well, not always. Probably 90% of the time. The other 10%, the stop probably ain't that big of a deal. They gonna write a ticket, give a warning, you go on your way. That's about 10% of the time. The 90% of the time, they always call for backup. They always do that. So you're gonna see multiple cars. So he always doing some extra shit that trying to make shit to seem like it's bigger than what it really is, and it's really not. But anyway, let's get into this.
Right? But then he don't.
And then he says, he turned on the camera all of a sudden. Listen, let me say this. A lot of times people, when you are sitting there interacting with the police, a lot of the times you're not even thinking about turning no camera on. A lot of the times. But if you start to feel shit start to it's getting escalated, where to the point where the cop seem like he's being unreasonable or he just on some bullshit, then usually you will start turning. You be like, no, fuck this. I'm about to turn on my camera. Like, honestly. So, people, he, like I said, he always trying to make it like it's this unusual thing. Oh my God, he waited so long to turn on the camera. Like, come on, bro. But that's what happens when you are fucking conspiracy theorists. All you do is just have conspiracy theories about every goddamn thing. Some things are just fucking simple, bro. It's not complicated. It's not this big ass conspiracy. But he does they do, him and people like him, they do conspiracy theories to justify bullshit. To distract you from what really fucking happened. But anyway.
Show the portion of what his involvement was when he first turned the camera on. Because he's arguing with the police officers, now we found out, back and forth, and the police officer told him 7 times that you're under arrest to get out the car before they ever started the video. Why is it that he waited 6 months or so to even talk about this, and he posted on social media, never made a formal complaint? Why is it? I know.
Because for what? For what? And let me just say something, Brandon Tatum. Your coonery is just weird at this point. First of all, you don't know if this young brother was traumatized from what the fuck happened to him. So maybe if you get your ass whooped by the police, right? Now, in your right mind, do you think going down there to making a complaint is really going to help your situation? Now, mind you, Brandon Tatum is sitting here making conspiracy theories and shit like that. And mind you, listen to what he says, and I'm going to tell you something that he won't say. But he just want to have conspiracy theories. But like I said, if you just get your ass whipped by the fucking police, you're not trusting the police to go down there to write a formal statement. Listen, we know people go down there and put statements in all the time. It don't do nothing. This shit could be on these people's record, and nothing happens to the police. So, I mean, what's the point of even going down there to write a report? Or file a report? For what? Nothing still did. After all this shit is on video, nothing still happened to those cops. Nothing. The district attorney in Florida, the AG or whoever, was like, oh, we ain't pressing charges against the cop, even though the cop assaulted the young brother. Then they try to lie and say he resisted arrest and shit. We watching the video. How is he resisting arrest? But anyway, let's move on.
This is why y'all trust me, because I know what the F I'm talking about. I've done the job long enough. Once you do 100...
racist white people and other coons trust you. The black community don't trust you, nigga. So, okay, I guess you talking to your, what do you got, like 3 million subscribers? This is a damn shame that motherfuckers is subscribed to this clown. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself supporting this nigga. But like I said, they are racist people. This shit is crazy. And then it's like, it's bad too, because like the people that subscribe to him, you gotta know this nigga is shaking you down for money. This nigga's a scam artist. But to each his own. Go ahead and continue to give your money to this fucking clown. But these would be the same people talking about they struggling and hurting. But you giving your money to this clown. And he ain't even like really putting out truthful information. Let's move on.
200, 300 traffic stops or more, then you get the scenarios that could occur when they occur. But the purpose of this is for me to break down every element of the video. Now, we may start with his video. If we have the old video of his video, we'll start with this video so you can see the contextual perspective of what came out first. So I want to just recap this, and then we're going to get into what the sheriff said, and we're going to get into the body-worn camera footage, and then you'll see the big picture of why this all makes sense. But so just so you know, they're starting this video after he has done so much and has been disrespectful and all this other stuff, and he cut the video, and I know why he did it. But this is what he put out on the internet, and this is what...
Just because you disrespectful doesn't mean you supposed to get assaulted by the police, you stupid son of a bitch. That's like, honestly, you don't think that people, they at their job and they feel disrespected from their bosses or other people at the job, that they don't want to smack the shit out of somebody or punch somebody in their fucking face at their job. You know, once you do that, you can get fired, and plus it's a very high possibility that the person may call the police, or the job may call the police and get your ass arrested. That's what happens when people assault people just because they feel the police or motherfucker feel disrespected. That doesn't mean you put your hands on no motherfucking body. You got choices. You got choices to walk the fuck away. Listen, all the police had to do to squash all this shit, but they was already on some bullshit. Okay? They pulled the brother over. They pulled the brother over for not having his lights on. And it was still daylight outside. I guess it was drizzling a little bit. But it still wasn't raining. I guess when he finally put him on, it wasn't raining anymore. You know, it'd be drizzle outside, right? My shit comes on automatically. Maybe he don't have automatic. His car's maybe a little older. I don't know. Maybe he didn't have it on automatic. Because usually, like a lot of cars from, I could say from maybe by 2012, maybe 2010, cars from there and up, cars automatically just come, you put that bitch on auto, right, far as your lights. They automatically come on regardless. Like if it's raining or it's a little like cloudy or some shit like that, your lights automatically come on. Right? So I don't know if this brother car's a little older or he doesn't have the automatic shit in there. But for whatever reason, they pulled him over for that. They should have just like, look, all right, put your lights on, go about your business. That's all they had to do. They didn't do that. They escalated the situation. And then mind you, I keep saying this to brothers and sisters. Do not argue with the police. Listen, it might seem stupid to you or why they pull you over a lot of the times. And it's most likely is. 90% of the time it's bullshit. But don't argue with these motherfuckers. Listen, I'm telling you, when police pull you over, it's very, very rare that police pull you over just because they pulling you over because they see some shit that maybe it's a safety issue or something. It's very rare of that. Like for the light shit. Okay, cool. All the cop had to do was say, look, I pulled you over because you didn't have your lights on. Sir, I get all that. I understand, but your lights still should be on, okay? Just turn your lights on. Fuck. Crazy. Internet acting crazy. But turn your lights on. I understand that, sir. I'm not trying to argue about it. Listen, sir, you can look it up. I'm just telling you, just please turn on your lights. You can go on your way. Just turn them on for me right now. Show me that you got them on, and you can go about your business. No, the cop didn't want to do that. And then let me say this to the young brother too. Because like I said, I don't like when black people sitting there arguing with the police. You're not going to win that conversation. They want you to argue and go back and forwards with them. They want that shit. So they can escalate the situation. They want that. They don't do shit all day. I'm just telling you. Police don't do shit, bro. So black brothers and sisters, stop arguing with the police, man. Stop thinking that you got rights. These motherfuckers are slave catchers. That's all they is. They the modern day Ku Klux Klan, and people like, well, they got black cops and you ever heard that they use the Coons, the house niggas, the hunt the field niggas down? So that's how I see a lot of black police officers. And the Latino ones, listen, I'm just trying to tell y'all, they just as worse as the white cops. They probably worse than the white cops. The Latino cops, just trying to tell y'all, man. But anyway, let's move on.
So the ignorance are going out for all of their information. Wrote a clip.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Yeah. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Can you call your supervisor?
Right,
now they telling him when you get out the car. Because now, just because I'm gonna tell you, the brother was going back and forwards with him before this video. And the cop got in his feelings and shit. So now he want him to get out the car. Now, let me say this to the brother. It doesn't matter. It does to brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter if you did nothing wrong, regardless. When that cop decides to tell you to get the fuck out the car, get the fuck out the car. Cause see, he wants you. He wants you to continue to keep arguing with him, going back and forwards, or say, I ain't getting out the car. Because see, at that point, now this is that thing in their mind. You resisting, you're not listening to verbal commands or some shit like that, I think. Right? Now they can use now why you don't want to get out the car. Now they can say they're suspicious now because you don't want to get out the car. See, I know the games cops play. Just get the fuck out the car. If you ain't got shit in your car, and like I said, understand, even if you got something in your car, right? They can't check your car. If they check your car without your permission or having a warrant, they can lie all they want and say, well, we were suspicious, we smelled this bullshit. Once you go to court, they gonna throw that shit straight out. That's why I say, don't even argue with the police. Oh, what you need me to get out of the car for? Well, I need you to get out of the car, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right, fine, cool. I say and the first thing you say when they do it, say, what you trying to check my car or something? No, we need you out of the car. I said, listen, if I get out this car and you search me or search my car over whatever this misdemeanor traffic stop that you stopped me on, I'm suing the shit out you. I hope you know that. And I guarantee you, and I say and I tell them like, look, I'm a big part of my community. I will make sure everybody in the community know that you are a corrupt cop. You're not a good cop. I guarantee you that. So you sure you want me to get out the car? Okay, yeah, get out the car. Okay, cool. And get out the car. And then after that, you don't got to say nothing. You don't have to say a motherfucking thing. Just make sure you got your camera rolling in your car. All you got to do. It's all you got to do. Because, see, at that point, now, whatever happens, once you step out that car, that's on them. Listen, I got pulled over probably like maybe a month or two ago. And the cop only pulled me off because I think my the sticker on my tags fell off. No, he couldn't see it. I guess the weather fucked it up. I don't know, but he couldn't see it. It was there, but it got all fucked up or whatever. And what happened? Yeah, he just pulled me over to let me know. And I asked him like, "Oh, can I look back? Can I see it? Can I get out, look back and see it?" And, I asked, you know what I mean? He said, "Yeah, sure. Come on, get out." So I got out and shit. He said, "You got it in the park?" Yeah, I got it in the park. So I put it in the park or whatever. Because I, always have my hand on my gear thing, right? So I get out the car and go around. Wasn't that big of a thing. I sat down and listened to him, you know what I mean? And I get it. He pulled me over. He assumed that I didn't have, he didn't see from wherever he seen that, he didn't see the tag. But once he got closer, it's like, damn, now he already pulled me over. So it's like, damn, now he got to go through the procedure. Because now, right, I get it. I wasn't mad about it. So I said, I'll get it fixed or whatever, blah, blah, blah. He said, "Can I see your license and registration?" And, I'm like, all right, cool, ain't no big thing. And all he did was go back there because he's on camera. So he has to do something now. He pulled me over. So he has to, it's in the system now. So he has to go and do all this shit. And he just came back, gave me a warning. Wasn't that big of a deal. But like I said, the problem with a lot of times people be arguing with the police and you think, well, not arguing, you talking to the police. You're not understanding. They want you to continue to run your mouth. Because in their mind, they already pulled you over for whatever fucked up reason they pulled you over for, right? Whatever their intentions is. But when you get to start being combative with them and thinking, in their mind thinking like, oh, this motherfucker act like he know the law better than me, they start tripping. But like I said, you just tell them like, look, whatever happens after I get out this car, soon as I step foot out of the car, I'm suing you. I hope you know that. So like, you can you can, like I always tell you, I shut down right away. If I get it, if I don't have encounters with police officers like that. Cause I rarely drive. I drive for a living, but I rarely drive my car like that. Right? But you never know when you get pulled over. You never know what the fuck. I never get pulled over. Just like the last couple of months, I never get pulled over. But I ain't got pulled over in years. Like, I'm talking about over a decade. I don't get pulled over like that. So for me to just get pulled over on that shit, I'm like, okay, but I don't get pulled over. So I just tell people, stop going back and forth with the police. They already, once they tell you to get out the car, they already made their mind up or what the fuck they on. So it's no arguing with them. Just go ahead and do whatever and just tell them, I'm recording everything. I ain't even gonna tell you I'm recording. But I'm gonna just tell the motherfucker, look, listen, man, once I step out this car, I'm gonna sue you, man. But anyway, let's move on.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle!
Now, mind you, regardless, he never said he wasn't getting out the car. He just kept asking questions. They got impatient, and he said his window was broken. That's why he couldn't pull down the window. That's why they was on the passenger side. They broke the window. And soon they broke the window, the white cop punches him. After he breaks the window, he punches him. For what? Right there, regardless of what happened, because Brandon Tatum will go on to all this other dumb shit. Right there, once the cop put his hands on him, it doesn't matter what this dude does. It doesn't matter what he said in the beginning. It doesn't matter at all. Once that cop put his hands on him, that shit is a wrap. That cop crossed the line. Because there was no reason to hit him. Just being honest about it. Just because you impatient or whatever it is, you upset because he's not doing exactly what you want him to do, right? He never said he wasn't going to get out the car. He was just still talking to the cop, and then the cop says, do it. And then they broke the window. And then they broke the window, and then they punched him. Now watch how Brandon Tatum justify this bullshit. Because you see, this is where his coonery comes in.
Show me your hands. Here. Here.
What you not get out the car like?
What is your reason?
Now, mind you, I have no problem with them wrestling him to the ground. I have no problem with it. The problem is, before they start wrestling him to the ground, the fucking white cop again punches him. That's an assault, man. He wasn't resisting the wrestle. It ain't like he got out the car and just started wrestling with them. They pulled him out the car, and then they started to throw his hands behind his back and then tell him the shit happened so fast. You don't have like this whole notion that it's resisting arrest. When a motherfucker pull you out the car, you get out the car, they giving you all types of, all of a sudden they tell you get on the ground. But mind you, they manhandling him. So you telling the motherfucker to get on the ground, you're not even giving him a chance. You tell him get on the ground. You throw him to the ground. You don't give him a chance to get on the ground. You know what they say? That's resisting arrest because you didn't get to the ground. If you manhandling me and not giving me a chance to get the fuck on the ground, and you already got your hands on me, how the fuck I supposed to get to the ground? On my own. If you already manhandling me. It's 2-3 of you motherfuckers. And then even before I even get to the ground, you punch me. How am I resisting arrest at this point? How's the young brother resisting arrest? I don't give a fuck what he said in the beginning. But Brandon Tatum gonna try to justify these cops putting hands on him.
Stop fighting!
And then look,
For nearly 50.
then they lying, talking about stop fighting, stop fighting. You throw a motherfucker to the ground, you punch him in the face. You know how many reactions you having in a split moment like that? And then I'm talking about stop resisting. They always say that bullshit. How am I resisting when you punch me in the fucking face and throw me on the ground? You didn't give me a chance to get on the ground. You didn't say, look, man, step out the car, man. They didn't ask him that. They pulled him out the car. Then they pulled him out the car, and then they tell him, get on the ground. Why are they throwing him on the ground? How you supposed to get on the ground? And then they punch him. It's 3. It would always piss me off about cops. It's 3 of y'all, man. It's 3 of y'all.
Years, Harbor Freight has been a reliable source for the widest
Okay, now we see that part.
Now,
right?
now, mind you, they talking about he fighting. First of all, if he was fighting, he'd probably punch one of you motherfuckers. That's fighting, motherfucker. But anyway, let's move on.
And some people are like, he got punched in the face. Technically, he didn't punch him in the face. He did him like, he mushed him like this in the face. And
Listen, man, when I tell y'all, man, yo, you gotta be a self-hating ass nigga, man. You gotta be a scary nigga at this point too. He mushed him in. No, nigga, he punched him in the face. We watched the shit on camera. He making up shit. Talking about he mushed. Even if he didn't mush him, he still assaulted him. What the fuck are you talking about? Then you justifying a cop hitting him for no apparent reason? What? This nigga, man. Hey, man. Listen, Brandon Tatum, go to sleep and don't wake up, nigga. Like, seriously, bro. Like, yo, you on fuck shit. He didn't really punch him. He mushed him. What? Nigga, I watched the fist. That wasn't no open hand. Not the first time, and even not the second time. What are you talking about? What fucking video you watching? This shit is on camera. And look, let's just even go off his dumbass narrative, right? Which ain't true, right? He mushed him. That's still an assault. They had no reason to mush him in the face for what? First of all, people, they knocked this brother's teeth out in the front of his mouth, in his front teeth. You telling me just mushing a motherfucker like that can knock a motherfucker teeth out? No, you gotta punch a nigga. Mind you, and you know the bad part about this? Brandon Tatum is going to try to make it seem like this brother is some type of fucking menace to society of the shit that he's getting ready to start talking about. This brother is I think he's a college graduate or he's still in college. He's not no fucking thug. He's not a nigga on the street. He go to school. He get good grades. He had his professor come at his press conference. He no thug, Brandon Tatum. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? You just can't help to sell your people out, nigga. You just a house nigga. You justify anything that these racists do. Try to blame the black man so the black man told him, go ahead and hit me. No, nigga. Shout out to my man, bro, my little bro Bell in the building. What up, bro Bell? This nigga got me tongue twisted. This bitch ass nigga getting on my nerves, man. Shout out to my brother Game in the building. What up, Game? Can't stand sellouts, man. These niggas irk me. These niggas make me more mad than racist people.
And I'll say this right at the top because I know a lot of people want to hear me make a delineation. What the police officer did wrong? No. I don't believe it's wrong. Was it illegal? No. Could he have gone without that palm strike to the face? Yes, he could have, I think, accomplished the same thing. But the officer's there.
What? He said, do I think that the police did anything wrong? No. Do I think what the police did was legal? No. You can't have it both ways, nigga. Did they do something wrong or not? Because if what they did was legal and you say no, that means they did something wrong. Or did he say illegal? Let me go back and maybe I misheard what he said. He coons so damn much.
In that part, right? And some people are like, he got punched in the face. Technically, he didn't punch him in the face. He did him like, he mushed him like this in the face. And I'll say this right off the top because I know a lot of people want to hear me make a delineation. What the police officer did wrong? No. I don't believe it's wrong. Was it illegal? No. Could he have gone without that palm strike to the face? Yes, he could have, I think, accomplished the same thing. But
accomplished what? You don't think what the cops did was wrong? No. Then you on up right after that you say, was it legal? No. What? The fuck are you talking about? And then you say, did he had to do that with her? He could have accomplished the same thing. Accomplish what? What was he accomplishing? All I seen he was accomplishing of assaulting a young brother. That's all I seen, nigga. A law-abiding citizen. He has no record. He ain't been in trouble before. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? See, this is the real reason why I have this standards of if you a sellout, you can't never hang around me. It ain't nothing you can talk to me about. Your point of view means nothing. Even if you do say some good shit here and there that makes sense, I don't give a fuck. You do too much damage when it really genuinely, truly matters to our people. You always side with racists over your own people. Even when the evidence is right there in your face, you still make up shit. You still side with racists, nigga. I don't get it. You have to have that, you have to really self-hate yourself. You have to hate yourself a lot. You have to hate the color of your skin so much that way you justify shit right there in your face. It's not like before people, because this shit, what we see, ain't new. It just wasn't cameras and shit. This shit is on camera. And these coon ass niggas are still sitting here justifying this shit. No accountability for police. And then you wonder why the people in the black community don't trust the police. There's no accountability. They fuck up. They do shit wrong. And you just justify it. That's why I said I don't trust police. I don't give a fuck what color skin they is. It's a lot of black people that's cops too. Who gives a fuck? All they see is they brothers in blue. Listen, people, when you get good black cops, you know what they do to them? They run them out of there. Soon they speak up and for the injustice that's happening, they get rid of them. So all you got is a bunch of fucking cops that's yes men and follow the leaders. They have no mind of their own. But when you got good cops on the force, they could be black or white, they get rid of them. Because you know what they say? Oh, they fucking up. You know, they fucking up what we're doing over here. We breaking laws and shit. They come over here and act like we got to bow by the law or protocol. They don't bow by protocol, people. They just be making up shit on the fly or when they doing shit. That's why that's why a lot of times when you see shit like this, it looks so reckless. Because they don't give a fuck. They on the fly. They not even, they talking about, oh, they need more training. They don't need more training. They got all the training in the world. They just don't give a fuck. And like I told you, it's no accountability for when they fuck up and do shit. So that's why it's not even about training. They got all the training in the world. They know how to be police officers. They just be power tripping out that bitch. And a lot of them be on some racist shit. A lot of them be on some coonery shit. Let's move on.
The officer's there in the heat of the moment, and he made the decision that he thought was necessary to execute an arrest. Sometimes when you do people like that, you get their attention, you let them know this ain't a game, we're not playing around, they begin to cooperate and things begin to...
First of all, sir, you stupid as a bitch. So you gotta mush somebody in the face to let them know that you ain't playing. First of all, when you yank me out the motherfucking car, I know you ain't playing. So you don't have to hit me. First of all, let me explain something to y'all. He just made up some bullshit. That's not even protocol. To say, to mush somebody in the face to let them know that you ain't playing. That's not even protocol. He's a former cop. He knows this shit. What the fuck is he talking about? You are a former cop, nigga, and you know that ain't got nothing to do in your protocol. To mush somebody in the face to tell them, to let them know you ain't playing. Matter of fact, they didn't mush them. They punched them in the face to let them know that they wasn't playing. That's some gangster shit. That's some street shit. That's not police. That's not in your protocol. The only time the police supposed to put hands and feet on you is when you are fighting the police. That didn't happen here. So what is he talking about? To let them know that you ain't playing. Nigga, that ain't even protocol. What the fuck are you talking about? You a former cop. You know better. So you out here lying to people. Anyway, let's move on.
Go the way you want them to go. An officer has the discretion to use a reasonable amount of force that they think is necessary to gain compliance and get a person detained. The officer believes.
First of all, you ain't know what them fucking officers believe, nigga. And first of all, let me tell you how he on bullshit. Right? He talking all this bullshit. That's all that coonery police talk. Right? First of all, nigga, I know the law too. I know the protocols. I know they training. You bitch ass nigga. Listen. So where's it at that where somehow they felt like giving him direction of how they want to move him when they break the window and then they punch him? How was they trying to move him? Where they was trying to move him at? Huh? Huh, nigga? Then when he got out the car, I'm sorry, he didn't even get out. They pulled him out. So they already got him, grabbed him, got him by the arm, moved him out. Then they tell him, get to the ground. He get the, yapping, running his mouth, and then the cop punches him. What the fuck? What are you talking about, bro? I told you, man. These type of niggas can't be in the same space as me. See, because what happened, just like that cop punched the shit out of that brother, I'll punch you in your fucking face of being around me, Brandon Tatum. You bitch ass nigga. for saying stupid shit out your mouth that don't make no sense. Because you're trying to play with my intelligence. That's even more insulting to me. That you're trying to play with my fucking intelligence of telling people or telling us like, oh, he was just trying to give him direction by mushing him in the face. What? And then he didn't mush him. He punched him in the fucking face. Now you taking a punch and try to lie and say he mushed him. What? So he mushed him in the face to direct him to the ground. Then you say he mushed him in the face to let him know that they wasn't playing. Huh? That's an assault, you stupid son of a bitch. He wasn't swinging. He wasn't fighting them. But you justify anything because you're a coward.
That was the reasonable thing to do. That's why he did it. But let's go to the body worn camera footage. No, we'll go to the sheriff first. Here's what the sheriff had to say about it.
JSO became aware that cell phone camera footage purportedly of this arrest was circulating on social media. At my direction, the agency immediately began both a...
Now, mind you, in their report, see, this is why that coon-ass chief is a bitch-ass nigga, too. He a sellout, too. And then got a nerve to another black brother sitting there looking stupid as a motherfucker. I wouldn't even have stood there with that nigga. But, mind you, in the report, they lied. Like they always lie. First of all, and I'm going to tell y'all something. They dropped the charges against the brother because that shit wouldn't stand in court. Because they would have perjured themselves on the stand. That's why the district attorney dropped the charges against the brother. That was one of the reasons why. Because they lied in a police report. They said this brother was fighting them and he was doing all types of shit they said in the police report. I read the fucking police report. They lied. Everything. What they put in the police report, nothing happened. Not even on his camera or the body camera showed any of that shit that they put in the police report. So now this punk ass chief, this coon ass house nigga, now he gotta come out here and justify nonsense. Shit that don't make no sense. But listen to this coon, and that's what Brandon Tatum is doing as well. Justifying nonsense. See, what Brandon Tatum doesn't tell you is that he's most likely ain't gonna tell you that in the police report did not match with his video or their body cam video. So they lied in the fucking police report. But he won't tell you that. But he used to be a former cop. Okay, let's move on. Like I said, last time I heard, if you lie in a fucking police report, that's a fire rule offense. Last time I checked. And you can get prosecuted for lying in the police report because it's perjury. Because then now what happens is if they're lying in the fucking police report, right? And the district attorney or the attorney general takes that shit in court and the defense lawyers say, do this look like anything that they put in the police report? And then you can't put these niggas on the stand. You can't put the cops on the stand because they already lied in the police report. It's perjury. They can go to jail for that shit. It makes the district attorney or the attorney general look bad when they prosecuting a fucking case that the police lying on. But this nigga sitting here, he never says that. He's just gonna tell you how bad this brother was and his actions and all this goofy shit. They lied in the police report. That's all you need to know.
An administrative review of the officer's actions. These administrative reviews are ongoing, but the state attorney's office has determined that none of the involved officers violated criminal law. As you'll see in short order.
Oh, my bad. Shit.
Stop buying generic Viagra if you haven't tried this new 100 milligram generic Viagra for 87 cents.
There was a surprise appearance today.
All right, go for it.
A person must comply with an officer's commands.
Well, let me go back.
In that part, right? That part. That.
I fucked up, y'all. Hold on. All right.
Reasonable thing to do. That's why he did it. But let's go to the body worn camera footage. Now we'll go to the sheriff first. Here's what the sheriff had to say about it.
JSO became aware the cell phone camera footage purportedly of this arrest was circulating on social media. At my direction, the agency immediately began both a criminal and administrative review of the officer's actions. These administrative reviews are ongoing, but the state attorney's office has determined that none of the involved officers violated criminal law. As you'll see,
let me say this. This is why none of this shit you can trust. This is why black people don't trust the law. How the motherfuckers investigating, how the police investigating the police? And like I said, you know what's so bad about it? The district attorney ain't shit either. The district attorney is a racist. They all sit down, they eat together, go on lunches, go drink beers, all that shit. They do that shit. Police, district attorney, all them judges, all of them do it. How the fuck you supposed to trust the law when these motherfuckers are in cahoots? How's the police going to police the police? Let me explain something to y'all once again. This is why when you are in certain districts in your city, in your state, this is why you need to have people that represent you. This district attorney on some bullshit. Talking about they didn't see anything criminal. He assaulted the brother twice. What the fuck what are you talking about? If this brother would have punched this fucking cop for punching him, they would have charged him with assault. Regardless, he ain't do nothing wrong. If the cop would have punched him and the brother would have punched him back, how much y'all want to bet they would have charged him with assault? Assaulting the police officer. How much y'all want to bet? Even though the cop hit him first. And the cop didn't just hit him once, he hit him twice. So for the district attorney to sit there and pretend, oh, the police ain't do nothing criminal. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Like I told you, they dropped the charges against the young brother. One, because they couldn't put these officers on the stand because they perjured themselves in the police report. That's the one reason they ain't prosecute him. They ain't charged the brother. Right? Then second of all, if I'm on a jury and I see this cop punches this young brother the first time and he ain't fighting, he ain't doing nothing, he's just sitting there, the case is already over. It doesn't matter whatever happens after that to me. And they knew that. And they was getting backlash from the community too. So it was like, all right, we ain't even gonna charge him. Because they was gonna try to charge him. But like I said, they'd have lost. They'd have lost on the trial. And them cops would have perjured themselves. Because see, they have to be witnesses. But they automatically when the district attorney read the police report, I guarantee you this. I know this for a fact. This is probably what happened. Read the police report and then seen the videos. Seen the brother video and the body cam of the officers. And it doesn't match nothing that they put in the fucking in the police report. So the district attorney like that, we can't. I'm not taking this shit to trial. So the next thing after that is to drop the charges. And then on top of that, the backlash that he was getting. Now, it's a timetable too. Because Brandon Tatum talks about, oh, he waited 6 months to put the video out. The reason for that is because they still was trying to charge him. They was trying to charge him in the situation. And that's why he put the video out, but Brandon Tatum don't want to tell you that. That's why the brother, I think the brother was going to let this shit go. I think he was going to let it go. And I think he was just so traumatized or whatever. I think he was just going to let it go. They just didn't want that. I don't think he really wanted the smoke of even suing them. And then, like I said, why would I trust the police or the law when y'all still are charging me for the police assaulting me? They didn't drop the charges right away, people. They recently just dropped those charges. The brother only put the video out because they were still trying to charge him. Like, what you talking about here? But anyway, let's move on.
Court order. The body-worn camera footage does not capture Officer Bauer's response to resistance when McNeil was seated in the driver's seat. As I explained, although the state attorney's office has deemed it not criminal, the response to resistance is now subject of a pending administrative review to determine if Bauer's conduct violated JSO policy. The law requires that a person comply with the police officer's commands during a traffic stop.
Let me explain something to y'all. People, I wouldn't have had no problem. They can go off of that bullshit they talking about. He should have complied and all that other shit. I get that. Where you lose me at is if the officer never hit him. If they just would have pulled him out the car, busted the window, whatever, nobody would have been tripping off of that shit. Right? And threw him to the ground or whatever. But you punched him. Not once, twice. That's where the issue is. Nobody's tripping off of y'all saying, oh, he didn't comply. Okay, cool. You bust the window and you punch him. Because he didn't comply. You could have just broke the window, opened the car door, grabbed him, threw him to the ground. Nobody would have been tripping. Nobody. It might have still been a lawsuit because from what I'm understanding, it was just a misdemeanor type of shit far as the lights. The shit shouldn't have escalated that far. So you still would have got the lawsuit. But it's criminal what the police actually did by punching him. Not once, twice. They think we tripping off of, well, he didn't comply. Okay. Ain't nobody tripping on that. What we tripping off of, You punched the brother. That's the issue. And they trying to justify bullshit, man. And this shit gets on my nerves, man, because they know better. This coon ass nigga knows better. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back, people. This shit trash, bro. And the bad part about it, this coon ass chief comes out here and try to justify that shit. That shit is all fucked up. The law is fucked up, bro. There's no accountability nowhere. And then they wonder why people don't have respect for law enforcement. This is the reason why nobody's being accountable. What that police officer did was an assault. He assaulted his brother twice. And there's no accountability. And then they sit there and no, black people don't like the police. Y'all don't like the police. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. We ain't got to explain ourselves. This shit is on video, bro. The fuck we got to keep explaining ourselves to you fucking corrupt ass police officers. Then this chief get out here and he trying to cover this shit up. The district attorney covering this shit up. The mayor sitting there talking about, yeah, it's wrong. And she acting like she can't do nothing about it. First of all, man, they work for you. You can't fire the chief. You can't fire that police officer. You crazy. But they all in cahoots. But let's move on.
It's extremely important. There are not options. If you disagree, take care of it someplace else, but not on the side of the road. No one enjoys being the subject of a traffic stop. And there are times in which citizens dispute circumstances of their stops. But the law is clear. A person must comply with an officer's commands.
First of all, they asked the man get out the car because he asked for a supervisor. Because he felt like the other officer that came, that he was talking to, that you see on his video, that was the second cop. The first cop was probably being an asshole. And he asked for a supervisor. And whenever you do that, they get upset about that. Because now it makes it seem like they can't do their job. And that's why they escalated it. So when a supervisor do come, they say, well, look, he did this and did that, and that's why we had to do this. I'm telling y'all, man. He talk about he should have just got out the car. For what? What he getting out the car for a fucking not even a misdemeanor. It's a traffic violation. You could have gave him a ticket or gave him a warning and let him go about his fucking way. You got upset because he was sitting there asking questions. Like, it's not raining. All the cop had to do was say, look, sir, I'm not going to sit in and argue with you back and forth. You need your stuff for. I'm not looking up anything. If you got a problem with the warning, or most likely because now you're being combative, I'm going to give you a ticket now. So we'll discuss this in court, sir. You don't have to escalate situations. They the police, bro. They know this shit. If I know this, I know they know it. That's all he had to do. But he didn't do that. He escalated it. Talking about, oh, now you got to get out the car. Get out the car for what? Because I'm disagreeing with you about the lights. But I told you, when they see black people They just be waiting for black people to argue with them. Because now they gonna escalate it. That's why I tell black people, stop arguing with the police, man. All right, sir, whatever. You know, I still don't think it's not even raining. But okay, whatever. And just leave it as that. And don't keep talking to the police. If they talk, let's say, sir, I heard you the first time, sir. Go ahead. Are you gonna give me a ticket or what you gonna do? Let's go ahead and write me the ticket. You know, it's not that big of a deal like that. I mean, to you it may seem that way, but to me it's not. So if you're gonna write me a ticket, go write me a ticket. If you're not, can I go my way? Can I, I turn the lights on or whatever and I go my way? Y'all gotta stop arguing with the police. And listen, we know that we know the law, but arguing with them, unless they give you a ticket, all you gotta do is say, "Oh, sorry, I'll see you in court. I'll see you in court." And hopefully you had that body cam. You got your body cam on, right? Hope you got the body cam on. Because I'm going to be asking for all this over a ticket. You making this shit over a fucking traffic violation. When you just could give me a warning and just tell me turn the lights on, give me a warning and let me go by my way. But people listen, y'all got to start arguing with the police, man. You don't win in that moment. I tell y'all that. You don't win in that moment. You just record them motherfuckers and let them keep speaking their ass into a lawsuit. You don't have to keep going back and forwards with them.
If that person disagrees with that officer's reasons for the stop, within 21 seconds of his civil stop or civil traffic infractions, driving without illuminated headlights during rain or failure to wear a seatbelt, McNeil refused to provide stopping officers with.
First of all, they lied about that. The chief is still lying, talking about he didn't have his seatbelt on. Now, mind you, the brother had tinted windows. It was very impossible. I'm gonna just say this on real talk. People, it is very impossible, very, very impossible for the cops to know if you got your seatbelt on or not when you got tinted windows. They are lying. You cannot see in tinted windows. It's like they lying and saying, oh, you had your phone. You could have been reaching for something to drink or you were smoking something. But they will lie like that. Now they making up the shit. Oh, he drove without a seatbelt. You have no proof of that. And then, like I said, even if that's the case, just give him the fucking ticket. What are you sitting there arguing with the brother for? He on some arguing shit, sir? I'm not arguing with you. Listen, I'm gonna give you 2 tickets for not having on your headlights and not having on the seatbelt. You got a problem with it? I'll see you in court. Not arguing with you. But the police won't do that. Because I told you they don't do shit all day. So that confrontation, he was like, oh, damn, I got one. He wanted, he had. Now I can make up all types of shit. That's what they do. Listen, people, listen, y'all ain't got, listen, like I said, man, I have friends that's police officers. Well, they ain't my friends no more. I got family members and shit that's police officers. I don't hang around them niggas, but I'm just saying, I know motherfucker. I sat down with cops. I talked to cops, and so a lot of them was good cops. And I'm telling you, they tell me, they used to tell me why cops do what they do. When you sit down and argue with them, oh nigga, we got one. They want you to go talk to them. Ask you stupid ass questions. Where you going? Do it matter? You pulled me over for whatever you pulled me over for. You didn't pull me over for you to be asking me where I'm going. That's the first thing if a police officer asks me, where you going? I'll tell them, hey man, What that got to do with what you pulled me over for? But see, when they do that, they want you to respond a certain type of way. They want you to respond in the way I just said. So then now they was like, maybe they ain't gonna give me a ticket if I just, be nice and shit. But sometimes people ain't in the mood for that shit. People just getting off work or whatever. And people ain't, man, we ain't trying to talk. Listen, man, you pulled me over. Okay, cool. You didn't pull me over for that. Like I said, I always say this. I'm not sitting there arguing with cops. I know you motherfuckers, you ain't got shit to do all day. You want to take me to court? I mean, you want to give me a ticket? Give me a fucking ticket. I don't give a fuck. I can pay for it. I got a job. Now, don't get me wrong. I probably could spend that money on something else, but I'm not sitting there arguing with you. Listen, I'd rather pay the ticket or the tickets or whatever than to go to jail and then I had to pay bail. That's more money. So I'm not sitting there arguing with you. I get to. First of all, for me personally, police are not that fucking important in my life like that. It's not that important. You're not that important to me. You don't rule. You're not more superior than me. I don't look at you in that type of way. So you're not that important to me. Do what you're going to do so I can go the fuck on where I'm going. Because I'm actually going somewhere where I'm happy to be. You out here, you got a job that you maybe love or don't love. You got a fucked up life, whatever the fuck going on with cops. But I'm just saying, I don't have time for that shit. I don't give a fuck what's going on with you. Just write the ticket so I can go on my fucking way, man. That's why I be trying to tell people, stop arguing with the police, man. Stop talking to them. You don't have to answer no questions. Like the first day, be like, you know how fast you was going? No. Well, you was going this. Okay. Well, sir, blah, blah, blah. Okay. What, you gonna give me a ticket? I mean, what? Like, is this dumb questions that they're asking you?
Driver's license and registration. 14 seconds later, he locked his car door and refused to exit the vehicle, despite being told many times that he was under arrest. Moreover, McNeil was warned 7 times that he needed to open the door and exit because he was under arrest for resisting an officer without violence, or police would be forced to break his car window.
Mind you, what is he under arrest for? See, they're not telling you what is he under arrest for? Because he's being combative? Now, let me just say this too. The brother is out of pocket. Because if they ask you for your license and registration, you got to give that, bro. You have to give that. Regardless if you think you did anything wrong or not. Like I told you, I did the same shit with the cop that pulled me over. I thought it was unnecessary that he had to get my license and registration. But then I thought about it. I say, shit, he just stopped me. It's a stop. He might have not didn't want to stop me. It seemed like how he was speaking, he didn't want to stop me. But well, I didn't say he didn't want to stop me. He just seen some shit. He's like, damn, I can't see that. Right? Because you know they be out there posting and shit. They don't do shit. So he seen that my sticker, he couldn't see it, whatever. He was like, oh, he ain't got no sticker. So he pulled me over. But once he got out the car and he got closer, he seen the sticker. And then he like, damn, to himself. Because by the time he got to the car, this nigga was like, listen, hey, man, I pulled you over because I didn't see the tag thing or whatever. I said, my tag? He's like, yeah. He's like, it's you can't see it. It's all messed up, right? Maybe come from the weather or whatever, but it's like you can't see it until you get out the car to go see it. I say, can I go back and look at it? Can I get out and go look at it? He said, yeah. And I get out and I went to look at it, and he was damn sure right. So if you seen it from a cop car, you would think I wouldn't have no tag, like no sticker on my tags. And so, like, it was like, it's almost a misunderstanding, but at the same time, Did I think that he's supposed to ask me for my license and registration? No. Just let me go by my business. I get it done. Just chalk it up. But you don't know what their protocols is with a lot of that shit. And like I said, he still could have thought, hey man, I had my uniform and shit on from my job. But whatever his suspicion was, license registration. He's like, can I get your license registration? Yeah, of course, no problem. Here you go. Took my shit out, gave it to him. He came back with a warning. It was almost to cover me in a way. And him. Right? Was saying, I already got pulled over. I got a warning already about it. I gotta get that shit fixed. That's basically what that was. But like I always tell people, if they ask you for your license and registration, you got to get that shit. You got to give it. Regardless of whatever fucked up reason or why they pulled you over or whatever, you got to give it. If they ask for it, you got to give it. Because once you do that, that means to them, they got all types of shit going on in their head now. But now you disobeying a cop order. Right? Like, order. Like he's telling you, like, you got to do this, and you saying no, you can't do that. Not on no traffic stop. Regardless of how fucked up, whatever the reason they pulled you over and it don't make sense, if they ask you for your license and registration, you got to get that shit. So the brother did fuck up on that. I will say that he did fuck up on that. He has to give them his license and registration. And once he resisted of not doing that, then now that shit goes to a whole nother level too. And listen, I have no problem. Like, people keep thinking I'm mad about them pulling him out the car. This nigga didn't give his license and registration. They're like, well, at this point, nigga, you've been ignoring the police order. Okay, now, nigga, listen, man. All right, we get all that. Listen, I need license and registration. And this nigga still like, blah, blah, blah. No, bro, listen, I get all that. Give me license. They was patient with him. Don't get me wrong. The problem I have is the police hitting him. That's my only issue. I have no problem of what the police is saying. As far as like, he didn't, he ignored a lawful order of giving license and registration. I have no problem with that. They like, oh, nigga, get out the car. Now they can arrest your ass. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Because I know that you're supposed to do that. That's the law. Regardless if you think you right about it or whatever. It doesn't matter. Once they ask you for your license and registration, you gotta give them your shit. And then now, if you don't give them that shit and they tell you, look, get out the car, then they not wrong for that. The problem is that when they hit him, that's my issue. I have no problem with none of that shit. I'm not saying the brother ain't do nothing wrong. All I'm saying, even all that shit that Brandon Tatum and everything I'm saying, right? That the brother shouldn't have did this. He should have complied. He should have did these certain things, right? Giving his license and registration. Even though I'm saying this shit, he's saying this shit, it doesn't matter at this point. At this point, once the cop punches him, it doesn't matter now. Now it's an assault. And then I told y'all, he still was trying to charge him, right? The brother put the video out because they still was trying to charge him, but then the brother come to find out what they put in the police report, what his lawyers did. They come to find out what they put in the police report. It was all lies. They were saying the brother was trying to fight him and all this other shit. It didn't match up. So the district attorney general, whoever, had to drop the charges because if you put them cops on the stand, they're going to perjure themselves. They're going to fuck the case up. But anyway, Brandon Tatum, he just ignores all that.
Soon after McNeil was outside his car, officers found a large, unsheathed, serrated knife on the driver's side floorboard.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any. Did you know trading
On the driver's side.
Let me say this about the knife. The brother never grabbed for it. They never grabbed for it. And mind you, I'm gonna tell you, they're lying too. Talking about they seen a knife on a okay, put it this way. Let's just go off the narrative. They seen the knife on the driver's side. But did he say the driver's side or the passenger side? Hold on, let me go back. Maybe I misheard him say that. Okay.
Floorboard.
All right, so that's a little synopsis of what the chief said.
Let me go back.
Where the police officer's commands during a traffic stop. This is extremely important. There are not options. If you disagree, take care of it someplace else, but not on the side of the road. No one enjoys being the subject of a traffic stop. And there are times in which citizens dispute circumstances of their stops. But the law is clear. A person must comply with an officer's commands, even if that person disagrees with that officer's reason for the stop. Within 21 seconds of his civil stop or civil traffic infractions of driving without illuminated headlights during rain or failure to wear a seatbelt, McNeil refused to provide stopping officers with his driver's license and registration. 14 seconds later, he locked his car door and refused to exit the vehicle, despite being told many times that he was under arrest. Moreover, McNeil was warned 7 times that he needed to open the door and exit because he was under arrest.
Now, let me understand. Let me get y'all to understand something. I don't disagree with the chief about this part of the story. The brother was out of pocket. He should have gave him, at least gave him his license and registration. He should at least gave him that. That's the least he's supposed to do. Him locking his doors and all that other shit, you know, it's laws and shit like that on the book that said you can do that. But he said, I think his driver's side window was broken, so he couldn't really wind that down. That's why the cop was on the other side. So, but still, the brother was in the wrong by not, when the officer asked for his license and registration, he supposed to give it to him, regardless if he disagreed with why the cop stopped him. It doesn't matter at that point. They still have to have your license and registration, bro. Put it this way. Now, everybody will say, well, listen, they can go and run his tags and get all that shit, right? Yeah. But if they ask for your license and registration and you deny them that, then nigga, now at this point, now you disregarding the police command. He actually like, give him that shit. Like, you ain't got no warrant. He was a good kid. So, like, what are you tripping off of? What, you can get a ticket, a warning? Like, you not, like, you, but now you go to jail. Right? Like, that's the only problem I had with the brother. They ask you for your license registration. They gotta have that shit because they gotta do whatever. Yeah, of course they can run your tags and find out you got a license and registration. Your right license and registration. They know if you got insurance. Because you can't drive your car without insurance. You can't. They can run your tags and know that you ain't got insurance. So yes, the police could have did all that, but they asked him license and registration. And I'm gonna just tell y'all on real talk. This is why I disagree with the brother. I get it don't seem right or whatever, right? It's bullshit. This shit could have just been a warning, bro. So you kind of help this situation escalate in a way. Just give him the license and registration. That's where he wrong at. Listen, I'm fair, people. You get what I mean? Listen, the brother was in the wrong for that. Just give him license and registration, nigga. They still got to give you a warning. So they need to run your shit. All right? I know a lot of people say, well, Kenny, they could have ran his plates. It doesn't matter. Once that cop pull you over and he come to your car, he not trying to even look at your plates too much like that. Nigga, he like, look, all right, license registration. Nigga, anytime a cop pull you over, you automatically should be having your license and registration out. Like, honestly. Listen, I ain't gonna say it's rare, but it's very weird if a cop asks you for your insurance. It's very weird if they do that. Because like I said, once they run your license and registration, they'll know if you got insurance or not. And in some states you can't not have insurance. I mean, you can't have a license. I mean, registration on your car without insurance. So the law might be a little different in Florida, but in a lot of states, you gotta have insurance for your tags to even be registered. These are facts. So the brother was in the wrong. I'm not disagreeing that he was in the wrong by not giving his license and registration. The problem is the cop's punching him. The cop punched him twice. That's an issue. That's the problem. But anyway, let's move on.
Resisting an officer without violence, or police will be forced to break his car window. Soon after McNeil was outside his car, officers found a large, unsheathed serrated knife on the driver's side floorboard.
All right, so that's a little synopsis.
Let me say this. First of all, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because first of all, when they broke the window, right? After they broke the window, they wasn't focusing on nothing on the ground. They just told him to put his hands up. Now, mind you, the cop on the other side, he could have said it was a weapon in the car. So he didn't see it either. Right? So they didn't see it as well. They broke the window and then they punched him. They broke the window and they punched him. And then they never said it was a weapon. He got a weapon. He got a weapon. Usually that's what the cops say. They never said it. That's why I said none of that shit makes any sense. It's in their police report that they said that they seen a weapon. They did not see a weapon because they never acknowledged that he had a weapon. He had a knife on the floor. They never acknowledged it. When they broke the window, they punched him. Then they opened the door. They unbuckled his seatbelt. They weren't paying attention to nothing on the fucking floor, people. Okay? They pulled him out. None of them said, oh, I see a weapon in the car. I see a knife in the car. They never said it. They only knew that he had a weapon. He had a knife in the car after they started searching the car. So it's all like the chief is just lying. He's covering for these rogue officers. And mind you, they ain't totally wrong. The problem is that when the cop punched him, this wouldn't have been a big deal if the cop would have never hit him. Not once, but twice. It wouldn't have been a big issue. And like I told you, the brother didn't put in, he didn't go live. He didn't put the video out or nothing. I think he was going to let that shit go. The problem is that they still was going to charge him. And then the brother got lawyers or whatever, been crunked on them. And then once his lawyers got the police report, they came to find out that the police officers actually lied in the report. And so they wound up dropping the charges right after that. They still was going to charge you people. But like I said, they lied in the police report. And like I said, this chief is lying too. He said that, oh, they seen a knife on the floor. No, they didn't. Because they never said he got a weapon in the car. He got a knife on the floor. They never acknowledged that he had it. And the brother never reached down to try to grab it. He threw his hands up. He folded his arms. Then when they opened the door, he still had his hands in a way. They clipped the seatbelt off. They pulled him out. He never went to grab it. So they never felt that their life was in danger. It wasn't like that. They were just mad because this brother did not follow a lawful order from the police. And like I said, I'm fair. The brother was wrong for that. He was supposed to give his license and registration regardless if you think the stop is bogus or not. When they ask you for your license and registration, you got to give it. Sorry. You have to. So he was in the wrong for that. But once they punched him, none of that shit matters no more. None of that mattered. And that's why they dropped all the charges. And they lied in the police report. So
the chief said he went on before this to talk about the investigatory process, how many traffic stops they've made in the city, how many turned violent, and really the track record of his department and how he's hold officers accountable. And this rarely ever happens, right? People with common sense don't do this when somebody pull you over because the light is out. Now he
said this rarely doesn't happen. He's a fucking lie. In Jacksonville, it happens a lot. He's a liar. Brandon Tatum is just straight up lying. If I'm not mistaken, they just had a case in Jacksonville from that department that a cop did something way similar. So he's lying. This shit happens all the time. It's just not reported. A lot of it ain't on video, motherfuckers. I told you a lot of times people do not think when they're in these situations they gotta press record. Like it's not as rare as y'all. It's not as a lot as y'all think it is. It's very rare that people turn on their cameras. They think in a split moment like that to turn on the fucking camera when they in a situation with the police. It's very rare. The police chief is lying. Let's move on.
We'll find out here in a minute why he did all this over a simple traffic stop. Let's play the body-worn camera. And this is what you all have been waiting for. And be ready to pause when I need it because I'm going to go through this body-worn camera and explain to you from a police officer's perspective. Now, this is a little ahead of the body-worn camera, so I'm going to get you up to speed. He was pulled over here. The officer gets out of the car. The door is shut when the officer begins to walk up to the vehicle, just like a normal traffic stop. You roll the window down and you converse. But right here, you see the door is ajar. He's going to pop the door open, which raises the suspicion of the law enforcement officer who's making this traffic stop because it's not normal.
Now, mind you, yes, it's unusual that somebody had a door popped open. Yeah, so of course the cop going to be like, what the fuck? But watch when the cop gets to the car and he tells him, hey man, my window don't work on this side. So even though the cop may see like that's suspicious, it doesn't matter once he say, listen, this window don't work. See, Brandon Tatum, he always try to escalate some shit. Like, bro, be honest about this shit. It was a reason that when the cop came, the door was ajar. It was a reason why. Now, the cop suspicion, I get it. But once he get there and he's going to tell him the window don't work. But let's move on.
Somebody to open the door like this. Now, there's a reason why he opened the door because he claimed his window didn't work. But the officer did not know this. Roll the clip.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you popped the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you put me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing,
No, listen. Mind you, you just heard Brandon Tatum. He said he claimed that the window don't work. Let me explain something to you. Brandon Tatum, listen, I know you don't want to be black. You anti-black. First of all, black people are not having a door ajar. We taught better than that, right? So it was for a reason. He didn't lie about the window. They never listen. They investigated, right? They never said he was lying about the window. They never said he was lying. That on a driver's side, that window didn't work. They investigated this shit. Why they never said that? Oh, he claims that it didn't work. No, they investigated. They made sure they investigated to see if his window worked. I guarantee you they did. After all this shit was over. And like I said, Brandon Tatum is acting like the brother, he for some reason he had his door ajar and then he opened it up like he was on some other, like this dude is a college student. He ain't on no stupid shit. He ain't never been in trouble. Right? He tells the cop when the cop comes. The cop asks him, why you got the door open? He says, the window don't work. And they say, well, why are you pulling me over? Reasonable question. What you pulling me over for? Brandon Tatum act like that's crazy. Like, why he asking that? Like, every fucking citizen asks that. Why you pulling me over? Especially if you don't even know why you getting pulled over. He didn't even think that it was a big deal to not have his lights on. He didn't know why the fuck the cops pulled him over. He acting like that. He knew why the cop pulled him over. But anyway, let's go back a little bit.
Which raises the suspicion of the law enforcement officer who's making this traffic stop, because it's not normal for somebody to open a door like this. And there's a reason why he opened the door, because he claimed his window didn't work, but the officer did not know this. Roll the clip.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you popped the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you put me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have the lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. It's not weather. It's not raining.
This is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license.
Now, mind you, it's not raining. It's not raining at all. I'm looking at the scene. Actually, it ain't no raindrops on the windows and nothing. We don't see none of this shit. I'm watching it. I mean, I watched this shit before, but I'm watching it again. It's no rain. Now, mind you, this is what I keep saying about cops. The cop, he automatically get in his feelings because he doesn't like that this brother is saying, well, it's not even raining out here. He doesn't even like that. His tone is already off. But like I said, I actually partly agree with Brandon Tatum on this. The cop is already a little like off because the brother opened up the door. His door was ajar, and then he opened the door up. So the cop like, what the fuck? Like, it's already like, whoa, what are you on? So I can get that. But once he tell you, he say, look, the window don't work. What you pulled me over for? And he say, well, I'll tell you why I pulled you over. You don't got no seatbelt on. You don't have you don't have your lights on, and you don't have your seatbelt on. Now, mind you, even from the angle of the body cam, I can't tell if the brother got a seatbelt on or not. Just being real. But we're going to keep breaking this down. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back. Let's keep breaking this down.
Registration, proof of insurance.
How do you feel about it? Why?
Excuse me?
How do you feel about it? Why did you pull me over?
Say something, it's only 35. I already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of here.
Nah.
Now, let me say this. I'm actually going to agree with Brandon Tatum on this. And this is what I say to black folks. And people may get upset at me and not about this. He already told you why he pulled you over. And now you can battle with him. I told you that's all the cops want you to do. Now this motherfucker, you got the door open, right? And regardless if you right or wrong, right? Or if the cop pulled you over, you know, right or wrong, he asked you for license and registration. Yo, at that point, bro, like, what are you arguing with him for? I don't know why black people think that you can sit there and argue with fucking police. I don't know why you think that. So the brother already out of pocket. I'm being honest about it. I'm not agreeing. I'm far from a fucking sellout, but I'm telling you, you don't supposed to do that. You already triggered the fucking cop now. He told you why he pulled you over. You could disagree or whatever, right? You asked for a supervisor. Yes. Okay, that's cool. But even before that, he asked you for license and registration. You have to give that. You can give him your license and registration and still say, hey, man, I want a supervisor here. That's your right to do that, but you have to give him your license and registration. So the brother's already out of pocket. He's already out of pocket. It's almost like, I'm gonna be honest, he almost was like, nigga, if this cop wanted to be on some real shit, he could have popped a cap in his ass. Seriously. Because what are you arguing with him about? Like, you don't argue with the fucking cop about some bullshit. He asked you for license and registration, give him that shit. At least if you give him the license and registration, he can't say that you wasn't complying. You can argue about that shit. Once you give him your license and registration, you can say, man, I think this bullshit, man. It's not even raining out here, man. What you tripping on? I think it's bullshit. But once the brother do not give him the license and registration, you see the cop. And right there, you done fucked up. So the brother was already out of pocket. Regardless if the cop on bullshit or not, you already didn't do what he asked you to do, which is normal standard shit. Give him the license and registration, regardless if you disagree why he pulled you over or not. Just give him the shit. What are you arguing with him about? You're not going to win that conversation. I'm just telling you that now because you seen once he get to start saying what he's saying, blah, 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 blah. You're not winning that. But anyway, let's move on.
Bro, who they make these people? He said, why did you pull me over? I was just saying, because you didn't have your headlights on in inclement weather. Now you can see the droplets of rain on his door, the droplets of rain on his windshield and his passenger side window. Why are you arguing with these officers that you didn't have your headlights on in inclement weather and arguing that it's not rain?
First of all, listen, I'm colorblind, but I ain't blind. Right? I don't see colors very well. Ain't no motherfucking raindrops. I don't see no raindrops. What are you talking about? Listen, people, I see people all the time, motherfuckers driving at night without their headlights. Because they ain't got the automatic shit. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on, y'all.
Raining. It's rain on your car. And he says, no. He says, the officer says, this is why I pull you over. No, it's not. You don't have to. No, it's not. Well, sir, okay. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you why I pulled you over. You haven't driver's license?
First of all, that is not what he said. That's a lie. He just making up shit at this point to try to make it seem like the brother's this horrible person. He didn't do all that. He just saying, ain't no rain out here. You pulling me over? Like, what are you pulling me over for? No rain out here. Listen, is it a little dull, cloudy? It's not dull like that. You still light out. But you don't really need headlights. You really don't. Honestly. But like I said, listen, if you got the automatic shit, your shit will be on. Like sometimes like now it's very light outside when I leave, right? But like when the winter come, it's kind of dull. Right? You know. And so my lights already automatically come on. But like I said, maybe he didn't have it. He didn't have that. Or maybe that he just didn't have it on automatic. And so that could be part of the problem. Shout out to my brother talking in the building. What up, Top?
I'm not giving you your driver's license registration. Where do you think this is going to go next? You think the officer will say, you know what, man? I know you don't want to get pulled over. And you done this.
Brandon Tatum ain't lying about that. Now you help him escalate this shit. The nigga, cop pull you over, man, just give him the license registration. Regardless if you think they pulling you over for some bogus shit. Once you say, no, I'm not giving you my license and registration, you done escalated that shit. I mean, you didn't, I ain't say escalated, you almost kind of gave them a reason to, whatever they want to do to escalate it, they can do it now. I'm not going to disagree with him on that. He's still a sellout, though.
Literally because you're a black man. So how about you not produce anything to me? And everybody else on the road has to abide by traffic laws except for you.
First of all, he's just making up shit. The brother now said that, and why you think that's his thought process? Why? Because he a black man. First of all, black people are not even treated the way how he's speaking in America. So I don't even know what the fuck he talking about. Because he's a black man. He's a black man. He think that. No, nigga. No. You are that nigga. You are that black man that think that you can be anti-black towards your people and do harmful shit to your people, and you still try to pretend that you still a black man or a black person. or get mad at black people when we like, nigga, nah, we don't fuck with you. You're a sellout. Now you get mad. How you gonna tell me I ain't black? Nigga, you black. But that don't mean you represent our people. Excuse me. It's a big difference. But anyway, let's move on.
So how about you just shut your door, continue to drive unsafely in inclement weather with no lights on, with no driver's license, and I'm not going to verify who you are. I'm not going to check your driver's license status. You could be a mass murderer. I'm not going to check any of those things. I'm going to let you go. So take your car and drive away. Have a good day.
Let me tell you something. See, he's been an asshole. First of all, the cop, he ain't had to get out the car. Believe it or not. Because I told y'all, if you run the plates, you exactly know what the person looks like. You know if they got insurance, they got a license, they got registration. You already know that. Like, real talk. All you got to do is run the plates. You know what motherfuckers look like. You already know. So when you go to the car, unless that motherfucker got a different hairstyle or something like that, maybe it might throw you off a little bit. But you already know what they look like. That's supposed to be driving that car. Shit, we just had some shit. I think it was Florida. They just had some shit a while ago that a brother was with his kids and he was like, look, I got my license and registration. I got my license or something like that. He got his license and his insurance. But he said, I don't have the registration in the car. Or I think it was the registration or the insurance. It was one of those things. It wasn't his car, right? It was his mom's car. The fucking police lost their damn mind because he didn't have evil. It was one of those things he didn't have. He was like, yo, this is not my car. This is my mom's car, but I got a license to drive. I got insurance. But my mom, this is her car, so she got a license. She got a registration and insurance on the car. I just don't have it. The fucking cop lost his mind. He lost his mind. There's 2 kids in the back. He assumed that this dude was lying. He said, I can call my mom if you want me to. The cop lost his damn mind. They wound up beating the shit out of this dude. Let me explain something to you. I don't watch Brandon Tatum like that. I don't remember him talking about that case. Right? So let's move on.
That's not what's going to happen. Have you not watched videos before? Roll the clip. Step out of here.
Now, let me say this. I actually is like kind of like pissed a little bit. Bro, what you shutting the door for, man? You slamming that door. Now you want confrontation with the fucking police, bro. Like, what are you shutting the door for? He already asked you for license registration. Why you didn't get it to him? Regardless if you think you right, bro, when they ask you for license and registration, you have to give that to them. Listen, all he had to do was like, all right, hold on. I still think this is bullshit, but I'm going to give you my license and registration. And that's all he had to do. Give him license and registration. Cop would have took that shit, went back to the car. He could have shut his door. So he was already out of pocket. Now, mind you, the problem is, and I'm going to stop this here, because listening to Brandon Tatum, now I'm agreeing with him way too much because he's ignoring the fact, right? We know the brother was he was in the wrong. I'm just being honest about it. The brother was in the wrong in the beginning. But after that, when the cop punches him, none of that shit matters to me no more. And all Brandon Tatum want to do is just go down how wrong the brother was. He was wrong. If they'd have snatched him out the car, did whatever they had to do, put him on the ground, not punched him, or no shit like that, then this ain't an issue. The brother out of pocket. I probably wouldn't even talk about this shit. Honestly, I probably genuinely wouldn't even talk about it. But once the cop put his hands on him, not once, punched him not once, but twice, when he wasn't resisting or anything like that, whatever this brother is doing, what I'm talking about, that he's out of pocket, this nigga kind of brung this shit on himself a little bit, all that shit goes out the window now. It just goes out the window. It doesn't even matter. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't need to go through Brandon Tatum bullshit. I genuinely don't. Because like I said, you just breaking down some shit, or we just saying how wrong the brother was in the beginning. I get that. I actually agree. The problem is you justifying them putting hands on him. When he wasn't resisting, he wasn't fighting. They had no reason to punch him. No reason. Just because he didn't get out the car doesn't mean after you break the window and you punch him. So you bust the window and the cop punch him. All that other shit that we agreed on goes out the window. Because now at this point, the cop assaulted him. He wasn't resisting. He wasn't fighting. He wasn't fighting him. They was lying about that. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. He wasn't fighting. Just being honest. So I don't need to go through that shit with Brandon Tatum no more. That shit is a wrap. But I said my piece on it. I think in the beginning the brother was wrong. Listen, you made this situation bigger than what it really was. But once the cop punched you for nothing, then regardless of what you did, it don't matter now, because now the cop assaulted you for nothing. And then even after that, right, even though they assaulted him, they lied in the police report. They lied in the police report. So, like, the cops made this shit, it shouldn't even have been a big deal. The brother was already in the wrong. So if he got arrested for whatever, and we looked at the video, it was like, oh, nigga, that's supposed to happen to you. Because you sitting out there on some bullshit. They give you your license and registration. What the fuck you doing? Regardless if you think listen, you can fight that shit, nigga. You can sue. You sitting there, you catching an ass whipping for what? But once they punches him, that shit is a wrap. All what he did of leading up to the situation of them punching him, and we know he ain't do nothing wrong, like far as like fighting them or no shit like that, or swinging at them. Out of that, nigga, that's a wrap. I don't give a fuck what he did. He ain't comply. I don't care. And that's real talk. But anyway, let's move on to this next clip. Right? An African woman talk about going to war with black folks, black Americans, but she don't like that black people. I guess it was some black people that said that they was boycotting African spots, like far as their businesses, and she didn't like that. But we'll break it down.
Oh, the other night I was speaking about the boycott that some people were suggesting on TikTok of boycotting African businesses. Of course, that's still being talked about on that platform. And you have this African immigrant that's responding to some of that. But now she wants to take it much further than people saying, okay, well, I'm not going to patronize a business. She wants to take it to a place that, number one, would be illegal in the United States. But there's also something she said that really caught my attention. as well about her homeland. Let's go ahead and check that out.
Now, hold on. Now, before we get into this, I want to make it very, very clear. I'm not saying all our brothers and sisters from different continents of Africa or the islands or whatever, right? They all think this way, right? And they feel this way. Not saying that. But it's some of y'all be on some bullshit. And this woman, this African sister is on this bullshit. She's one of them. And like I said, and what happens is too, this is where the respect level comes in, or even knowing just knowing history too. You gotta know you in a country where black people built this. You didn't build shit. Your ancestors ain't built a motherfucking thing here in America. So, and you only over here because of black sacrifice, black American sacrifice for you even to be here to even speak the way you speak. But let's get into what this African sister says.
As some people were suggesting on TikTok, boycotting African businesses. Of course, that's still being talked about on that platform. And you have this African immigrant that's responding to some of that. But now she wants to take it much further than people saying, okay, well, I'm not going to patronize a business. She wants to take it to a place that, number one, would be illegal in the United States. But it's also something she said that really caught my attention as well about her homeland. Let's go ahead and check that out.
If only this reached a consensus of all African and Caribbeans, everybody from Jamaica, Trinidad, Haiti, and Africa, if this meet your consent, since the Black American want to go to war, let's try, let's see. All of us.
First of all, time out. First of all, Black Americans ain't talking about no war. That's number one. But like I said, they come from a society where it's war amongst them. They do more black on black crime than Americans do. But they like to come over here and pretend that black people do more black on black crime. It's more of them over there in Africa, and they mistreat each other more than black people mistreat each other here. These are facts. Why do you think that she's over here? Huh? When you see a lot of them Africans, why do you think they over here? You think it comes from white supremacy? Partly. But it's about 80% of why they run over here. Because you have black people that side with racists with power over there in Africa. That's what they do. And then they come over this motherfucker. Oh, black people don't stick together. You don't stick together over there. And it's more y'all over there than it is us here. But they don't want to talk about that though. You bring your man, because I don't want to be too disrespectful. They bring their ass over here and try to downplay black culture, black American culture, when you run over here. If you was about war and you was about fighting, fight the motherfuckers that's over there. But they won't do it. They life in danger. Our life been in danger here. We've been fighting. That's why you motherfuckers even here. Our ancestors, our people, black Americans, put their life in danger for us. But y'all don't do it. Y'all run. You think we was only fighting white supremacy? No. We fighting Negroes like you. Sellouts. Coons that'll put our lives in danger. Because you was cowards. So you ain't no different than no motherfuckers. You ran. You came over this motherfucker. We didn't ask you to come over here. And even if the white racists want you to come over here, they want you to be slaves. That's why they don't pay y'all shit. Okay? You got your little businesses. Why you think you got the little businesses that you do have when you come over here? Get all the benefits that Black Americans damn near gotta fight hard to get. Why you think you got that? Why y'all think y'all have businesses when y'all can create businesses over here? Why you think that? It's because of Black Americans. It ain't because of the white supremacists. But you side with them. You talk down to Black Americans like we nothing. Say, oh, we lazy. We this and we that. You side with the racists because the racists lie to you and tell you they work harder than Black people. They more superior than us. Bullshit. They stole everything from us. We created a lot of this shit. But you believe the racists over us. And you side with them, and then you want to sit over and get mad at some Black people that say, hey, you know what? Hey, man, we boycotting the motherfucking Africans. Listen, I'd rather for us to get along, but I ain't mad at some Black people saying, hey, we done with that shit. Listen, you motherfuckers keep mistreating us, man. Disrespecting us. And like y'all can do what we can do. No, y'all will be slaves here. Because you come from a country where y'all don't fight for nothing. Y'all side with white supremacy. You've been doing it in Africa. And let's get something very, very clear. Since you want to be on this, you want to go to war with Black Americans, let's be very, very clear. We ain't gonna never go to war with y'all. We ain't never been at war with y'all because y'all ain't worth us going to war with y'all. You can't even fight where the you at. You can't stop the white supremacists there. Y'all don't have laws and policy. You ever been to Africa? You ever researched Africa? That shit is a third world country in certain parts, in certain continents in Africa. Where a lot of these motherfuckers that you see her talking, she come from, and she come over here talking gangster Black people. You know, a lot of them be jealous. They be like, if you hear them, they say, y'all got it good over here. That's just we fought for it. That's number one. But think about what they're saying. We got it good over here. Why are we complaining? The reason that we complain because we supposed to have better. They come from third world countries where they live like shit. And mind you, you think it's just white people, the colonizers doing that shit to them. No, they side with the colonizers. They put people in power that's Black to side with colonizers. And then they want to sit here and get mad at us. Oh, or tell us, oh, we shouldn't complain. We shouldn't complain about what we got over here in America. Oh, we know we got a lot to complain about. And we're going to keep complaining. Because, see, if we don't complain and we don't fight against the injustice of these racist ass white people in this country, you bitches wouldn't even be here. Fuck you talking about? That goes to all the immigrants. I'm sick of this shit. All of a sudden, y'all getting in y'all feelings. Because some Black people saying, we not fighting for y'all. We tried to reach out to y'all already. We did this shit already. Y'all just spitting out face. I ain't saying all of y'all, but some of y'all do that. And then mind you, it's not like some of the Africans come over there and check their people. Hey, nigga, hey, man, y'all better chill. Black Americans, man. This ain't in your country. You motherfuckers get citizenship and think you better than black folks. Black Americans here. Fuck out of here. We don't owe y'all shit. And see, that's the thing. And that's black people's issue now. They keep thinking that we owe them shit. We don't owe you a motherfucking thing. You didn't help us fight. The only reason you here is because our people sacrificed and fought. That's the only reason. So if we think that, matter of fact, black Americans should think we better than you. How about that shit? You motherfuckers ain't got no fight in y'all. Fuck wrong with you? What you talking about? You got no fight. You niggas, a lot of y'all coward and ran here. You ran from your own people. See, they don't like. See, what's happening is, even with the Coons, right? Because they Coons, they sellouts too, some of these African motherfuckers. They mad because now black people been woke the fuck up. We like black Americans. Hey, man, y'all on your own. Even with the Latinos, they sit out there, talk all that gang shit. Oh, we was out there for y'all. No, y'all wasn't. No, y'all wasn't. We seen more white people out there when we had struggles than you motherfuckers. Good white folks. Fuck you talking about. All y'all did was keep your head down and pretended that you weren't one of us. And talk shit about us. And stay segregated from us. Come in our neighborhoods, get our shit. Get all the benefits that a lot of black people don't get. And you get it, and you turn your back on us. So fuck y'all. And so that's why black people ain't out with y'all as far as the Latino community. And to you Africans, because some black people say, hey, man, we not supporting y'all shit no more. We sick of y'all motherfuckers disrespecting us too. We like, nah. See, I told y'all, it's always a problem when black people say, black Americans say, you know what, we gonna do us. Now, all of the different races of people, all of a sudden start getting their panties in a bunch. But y'all told black people, we should stick together more. We should fuck with each other more. We should be more united. But then soon we do it, all of a sudden everybody got a problem with it. All the different races of people, all of a sudden got a problem with us. You see what I'm saying here? But like I said, I don't give a fuck. You be mad at black people all you want. Black Americans all you want. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. We'll holler at y'all in no 4 years. That's how we feeling now. We sick and tired of being sick and tired of you motherfuckers. We always got y'all back. We always trying to unite. And you motherfuckers turn y'all back on us. Side with the racists and then act like we supposed to be cool about it. Nah, fuck that. But anyway, let's listen to this ignorant ass bitch.
Call out one day from work. All of us across the United States. All immigrants call out from work. Yes. If they want to go to war, let's see what they can prove. And also, all immigrants, like your big...
Let me say this. Y'all can call out all y'all want. The only people that get hurt is white people. White people will get hurt. See, you want to be real about it. That just open up more jobs for black folks. Because you keep acting like we're not educated. Black Americans, you keep acting like we can't do your jobs. We can do your jobs. Fuck you talking about. A lot of us choose not to. Some of the bullshit jobs y'all do, but you keep acting like we ain't educated to do some of y'all jobs. We ain't got the motherfucking degrees or something. Black women, Black American women is more educated than any race or any sex in America. So what are you talking about, bitch? Black American women. Fuck are you talking about? Any race, any gender, it doesn't matter. Black American women are more educated than any other race. What are you talking about? We don't need you motherfuckers. Leave, bitch, and don't work. A lot of y'all can't work. Y'all on visas, bitch. How about that shit? You don't work, your visa go away. Fuck you talking about? You talking gangster to what? Black people? Black Americans? What? Go ahead and go. Don't do it. We don't need y'all motherfuckers like that. Fuck you talking to? I told you the arrogance of these motherfucking immigrants. And then let me tell you something. This is why you see a lot of black people siding with Trump and them. Because of their stupidity. I never do that because morally I couldn't do it. But I like you can see why some black people side with Trump. These motherfucking immigrants, get them out of here. You disrespecting Black Americans for what? I ain't saying we perfect. I'm just saying we always try to unite. Y'all chose to stay segregated for whatever reason, but y'all did that. And then now y'all mad at black people because we like, oh, we cool. We gonna stay segregated too. We only gonna do black American shit. Now it's bigotry, now it's anti-Semitic, now it's too woke. Oh, now we don't care about our African brothers and sisters. You call it whatever you want to call it. You heard the Latino sister. She told you, y'all better ride with black Americans. She told her people, y'all better stop fucking around. Y'all better ride with black Americans. They know what's going on. Latino sister said that. And this black bitch gonna get out here, this black African bitch gonna get out here and start acting like we owe y'all something or we scared of y'all leaving. Leave, bitch. Leave. A lot of black people ain't got health insurance. Matter of fact, give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna. All right, people, I'm back. Let's listen to this ignorant bitch. Because she ignorant. And I'm calling her a bitch because I don't respect her. I don't respect her. Just like I don't respect Candace Owens. Fuck out of here, bitch. You ain't gonna talk shit about black Americans like that. Like we owe you something or we should be grateful, or if we leave, y'all ain't gonna be shit. The fuck are you talking about? Fuck are you talking about? We don't need you motherfuckers. We don't need you. The white man may need you, but we don't need you. Let's be very real to all the immigrants. No disrespect to everybody, but the motherfuckers that think like her, fuck y'all. We don't need you, motherfuckers. Black Americans don't need you. You ain't helped us like you think you did, or you doing us a favor. Like they act like they doing us a favor. You ain't doing us no motherfucking favor, bitch. We good, motherfucker. We've been struggling. We know the real about America. You motherfuckers got this fantasy land. You still fucked up. You still sitting there with the white man trying to be cool with the white man. The racist motherfuckers. You still trying to fit in. We good. We got a culture. And I know y'all like, oh, black Americans don't have no culture. Okay, cool. Why is y'all African shit or any of you immigrants, all y'all shit gotta stay amongst your people when you come over? Why you gotta stay with your people? Black people, we can move wherever the fuck we want. Our shit got stolen. Black culture got stolen. Just because that white man tell you they got control of it or whatever, or they steal our shit and got control of it, doesn't mean it ain't ours. See, that's the difference. We know what the fuck is ours. Yeah, and they like to pick and choose and put out there to the media and put out there to you stupid motherfuckers to pretend, oh, it's just about violence. That's the culture of Black Americans, violence. Yeah, okay, cool. And I want to talk about the motherfuckers that actually fought for some shit. They try to bring change. See, our culture, it ain't about just no rap shit. Our culture is, you know that white women didn't have rights. You know white women didn't have, no, they couldn't get bank accounts. Did you know that? None of you motherfuckers will have anything without black people. Black Americans. Like, what are you talking about? Don't try to downgrade us like we ain't nobody. You motherfuckers don't have rights over here if it ain't for us. Remember that. But anyway, let's move on.
Let's try, let's see. All of us that call out one day from work, all of us across the United States, all immigrants call out from work. Yes. They don't want to go to war. Let's see what they can prove.
Man, all you bitches can call out don't mean nothing. You know what that would hurt? White folks before it hurt black people. Remember that. We've been poor. We've been struggling. We've been fighting this fight. You're not going to hurt us. You're going to hurt them white folks. That's why right now you see they doing all this dumb shit with immigration and shit, trying to get all these Latinos out. Nigga, who's that really hurting? It's hurting the white folks first before it's hurting anybody else. Like, ma'am, do you read the room, bitch? We don't give a fuck. Don't go to work. But let Black Americans don't go to work and for one day and see what happened. See how the country shut the fuck down. It almost would feel like it's COVID out this bitch. You ain't that important. Leave. Don't go to work. I don't give a fuck. See, you keep forgetting that black people don't depend on Africans. We don't. You hear. Or immigrants. We don't depend on y'all. You keep acting like our structure is built around y'all. It's not. White people's structure is built around y'all immigrants. And you see it now. They getting rid of all the immigrants. Look at their farms. Look at their businesses. They complaining now. And they assumed that black people was going to go and do those jobs. They thought that. So, ma'am, this shit, go ahead. Do what you want to do. Any immigrant, you against black Americans, go do what she's saying. I don't give a fuck what type of immigrant you are. Go ahead and stop and see what happens. You're not affecting black people like that. You are affecting white supremacy. You're not affecting us. You keep acting like, see, what you mad at is that black people, black Americans, we want to do black owned shit. And that's what you mad about. Because see, when black people say, nigga, we keep it our finances or where we spend money, we want to keep it amongst ourselves. And you mad about that because you make a lot of money off of black Americans. You work for a lot of white supremacists. You don't work for black people like that. We don't give a less fuck. You affect them. You don't affect us. And you keep acting like we give a fuck. You don't affect us. Quit. Don't go to work. Do whatever you do. Go back to Africa. Go back to the islands. Go back to the Mexico. Go back there. You acting like that shit hurts us. It doesn't. It hurts the white supremacists. Because then now the white supremacists they mad now because they assume that if they deport all of y'all, make y'all an enemy of black Americans, somehow, some way, like, yeah, they black jobs. We got to go do them jobs. Yeah, okay. Black people are rather so dope before we go out and work on farms. Fuck is wrong with you? Or do them bullshit ass jobs y'all do. Y'all lessen yourselves. We didn't. You mad because black Americans think highly of themselves. That's what you mad at. Fuck is wrong with you? And at the same time, we think highly of ourselves. We still fight against white supremacy. You rather be mad at black people, say we too arrogant. And at the same time, you go and do work for white supremacy. But you mad at us. Yeah, all right, cool. Like I said, you got the game fucked up. Go ahead and quit and go ahead and not work and go ahead and see what happens. A lot of you bitches get deported because a lot of y'all is on work visas. How about that? And Trump trying to get rid of all that shit. He trying to get rid of y'all anyway. You act like that's gonna hurt us. It's not. You're gonna go back to Africa. Shit, you might not even go back to Africa. He might send you over to another country where you ain't even from. You mad at us. Fuck out of here. It is what it is. Let's move on.
And also, all immigrants, like your businesses from all black Americans. Simple as that. Don't let them go into your grocery store. Don't let them go into your restaurant. Don't let them go into your salon.
The moments that last forever go beyond what we see on the court.
Restaurant. Don't let them go into your salon. You want to go to war? We will. And also, we can ask all.
And let's think about what she's saying. Right? If black people are your biggest customers, right? and we stop going there, how you make money? She ain't thinking about that, is she? If black people is the reason why your business is popping, because a lot of your businesses amongst black folks, black Americans, not around them white racists like that. You in the black community, they put your ass amongst the niggas. But you trying to act like you better. Go ahead and do it. I tell any immigrant, any Africans, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Don't allow us. Number one, it's illegal to do that. But number two, I hope you do it. I hope you do it. Because like I said, when you lose black business, what the fuck you got? Them racists ain't in your fucking community like that. You amongst the niggas. You amongst the black Americans that look like you. So go ahead and do it and see what happens. You'll lose mad business. Go ahead. You want to go to war with black people in that way? Go do that. Do it. And see what happened to you motherfuckers. Your ass gonna go back to Africa and you only got businesses because of black Americans, of our ancestors. What are you talking about? You have none of those businesses that you talking about, man, if it wasn't for black Americans. So go ahead and go ahead and do that shit that you want to do and watch what happens. We don't give a fuck. Y'all won't survive in this bitch. You want to say, oh no, we don't want to serve black Americans. You won't survive. Your business won't survive. That shit'll die. And they gonna put your ass out the country because you don't bring no income. And then, oh, I'm sorry, maybe you ignorant bitch, maybe you might go work in the fields where they trying to get rid of all the Hispanics and Mexicans. Maybe you got to go there to get a payday. You had a business, right? Because of black Americans. Now, black Americans say, we ain't coming. Your business go down, bitch. And then now, you motherfuckers got to go work them bullshit ass jobs. Them slave jobs. That's what we call them. Them slave jobs. And I'm not disrespecting people that do those jobs. The immigrants. Not trying to disrespect you, but then now they got to go do them jobs now. The fuck you talking about? Your businesses go down. That's from any immigrant. All your businesses go down. If black people don't support your business, all your businesses go down. Because your businesses, a lot of y'all businesses is in the black community. So imagine you go to war with us. You don't do shit. You don't get money. Your businesses go down. Think about that. You want to go to war with us, bitch? Just a bunch of ignorant ass fucking some of these minorities. You stupid and ignorant as fuck. Read the room, bitch. Go ahead and don't go to work. Go ahead. Say you going against black Americans and see what happened to you. Give me a second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back. But let me say this. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up, LT? Shout out to my little brother in the building. Listen, let me say this. Like, I want to make it very, very clear that I'm not saying it's all our African brothers and sisters. I'm not saying it's all our immigrants, minority groups that's on this type of time. But don't ever get it twisted. This level of this is why they need to check their people. And this is why black people, a lot of black people on this type of, black Americans on this type of time. Because we get that y'all, some of y'all people saying this shit, but now at a certain point, check your people, man. Right? Like, I'm gonna say this to some of our black folks that want to boycott the African shit. I'm not totally mad at them, but this ain't the time for that. Right? It's not. Like, I'm not mad at the whole, like, we're taking that shit out on all the African businesses, and all of them ain't on that type of time. But I get it. If it's in your neighborhood, I get that. Right? You got some Africans or some minorities on some racist, bigoted shit. I get that shit. But at the same time, don't make it seem like we all got to go out here and boycott our shit in our neighborhoods. Like, that's not cool. I don't like that shit. But we're not going to sit out here and pretend that our people, some of our people that's upset and want to do a boycott or do whatever they're going to do, like, they totally wrong, and you mad at some of these black folks. Like, you don't know what the fuck some of your people are doing, and we trying to tell y'all, we've been telling y'all about some of y'all people, and y'all don't check them. And so it's like, yo, what the fuck out of here? But like I said, do that shit. I want the minorities, I don't give a fuck what race they are, I want y'all to leave or don't go to work one day. I want y'all to do it. We y'all biggest customers. The black community is your biggest customers. I don't know what the fuck y'all on. I don't know what y'all thinking about. We y'all biggest supporters. We y'all biggest motherfuckers that support y'all, that put money in y'all pocket. I don't know what y'all on, but you go ahead and say, first of all, it's illegal. You can't do it. But fuck the illegal shit. I want them to do it. You don't want to serve black Americans? Go ahead and see what happened. And watch your whole motherfucking shit that you didn't work hard for years or whatever for your people, that you send money back to your country. And watch how that money goes away. Trump already trying to get rid of birthright for I guess this is the first 14th Amendment or the birthright citizenship. He already trying to get rid of that. You motherfuckers sitting out here, y'all mad at black people, black Americans for what? We ain't even on that time. Listen, there's some coons out here. Fuck them niggas. We don't rock with them anyway. But the majority of black people, we fuck with y'all. You let some black niggas that we don't fuck with get y'all all upset, or even some pro-black niggas. Some of them niggas, they gone, but they ain't totally wrong, because they probably in a neighborhood or wherever they live, and some of your people might be treating them a certain type of way. I ain't saying you gotta kiss our ass and no shit like that, but I'm just saying, have understanding. You on your own.
Our African doctors, yeah, boycott all black American treatment. Like I said, you don't want to go to war with African. Trust me. We are 54 freaking country. The population of African in the United States is more than your black American population.
First of all, she lying. She is lying. She is lying. Ain't that big of a fucking... You're not bigger than Black Americans. Now, maybe if you want to count your kids, if your kids is first generational Black Americans, you can say that. Then maybe that do help our population in a way. But no. Bitch, you can go back. You still got an accent. So no. Listen, let me just say this to this sister. Right? You can do all that shit you said you're gonna do. You can go to, you think you're going to, you ain't going to war with us. You ain't gonna hurt Black Americans. You gonna hurt white supremacy. You're not hurting us. We don't give a fuck. Like you think we care about y'all like that? Like in that way, like if you talking that gangster, no, we don't care. Bitch, you go do whatever you say you gonna do. And I guarantee you gonna, listen, listen, put it this way, man. You feel that way? Take your ass back to Africa. Take your business, shut it down, do whatever, and take your ass back to Africa and see how Black people would give a fuck. You ain't the big of our culture. You not. Like you acting like you got this big influence in Black American culture. You don't. You do not. And that's the problem with some of you motherfuckers. You really genuinely think that y'all are more important than us in this country. No, you're not. Black people already not getting great health care. You think we give a fuck if you stop being doctors and you go the fuck home then? And you got all the education or knowing about being a doctor from being in America that we helped you get. And now you trying to use that against us? Take your ass back home. Take all that knowledge that we gave you and take your ass back home and see how that work out for you. The fuck is you talking about? We don't need you. Stop doing it. I want you to. See, because you keep thinking that shit is going to hurt Black folks. No, it's going to hurt white supremacy. It's going to hurt white supremacy. It's not going to hurt us. We ain't been getting great health care. We ain't been getting the money like that. The one thing about Black people, even with the social media shit, how it switched. You see how Black people adapt to it? Black Americans did. They can't do what we do. They don't know how to adapt. And if they did know how to adapt, if they wanted to bring change and shit like that, they'd have did it in Africa. But they can't do it. Because they ain't built like that. They ain't got that fight in them. You want to go to war with Black Americans for what? We not your enemy. We've been trying to tell you this shit for generations. Fuck are you talking about? We not your enemy. You just mad at Black people saying we just gonna do Black Americans, we gonna look out for ourselves. Cause of people like you, man. See, it's one thing, you don't even appreciate us. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for us. You wouldn't have the education. You wouldn't have none of that shit if it wasn't for us. Our ancestors sacrificed for you. You wouldn't have none of it. So you mad at the wrong motherfucker. See, the race has been taking advantage of all of us. We've been trying to tell y'all that. We supposed to have been united, but some of y'all choose not to. Because you think you better than us, because somehow you come over here and y'all come from a fucked up situation, and then you see Black American shit, you be like, that shit, this shit ain't that bad. To you, it ain't. See, we've been fighting, we've been sacrificing. So to you, it doesn't seem that bad because you come from a fucked up country. Let's be real. Like, motherfuckers, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to my brothers, all my brothers and sisters in Africa. But let's be real. Some of you motherfuckers, you come from fucked up situations where a lot of y'all sit there and y'all allow your own people to disrespect you. And you run. They kill y'all too, don't they? Right? And then at the same time, on top of that, right? Who really runs y'all country? The Chinese came over that bitch and started taking over. The motherfucking white supremacists came over in your country, in Africa, where we all come from, right? But y'all allowed them racists to come over there and act like they white Americanas or some goofy shit. Y'all allowed that. And then you want to get over here and talk about Black Americans. They took over a continent of the country. They call themselves South Africans. White South Americanas, whatever the fuck they are. And y'all allowed that. But you want to come over here and judge black Americans. They took a whole continent from y'all. And then y'all still allow the Chinese to come over there and buy everything. Man, please, man. You never can't talk down to Black Americans. Because I'm going to just tell y'all something. If Black Americans, if we ever decided, we say, you know what? And let me just say this too. One thing about Africa nobody talks about, right? Let me be real about this shit. The continent, they don't have an army. They don't have an army. They don't have an army over in Africa. And it's majority black people. I ain't saying majority, nigga. It is about 90% black people in Africa. Continents. Over in Africa. Nigga, they don't have no army. If you look at Africa, the continents, nigga, they over that bitch, they ain't no different than a lot of them, their little groups or whatever, nigga, they terrorists. They terrorist groups. They ain't no different than Iran, Pakistan, Hamas. Think about that shit. And this bitch is sitting here talking about we gotta respect. For what? You over there killing each other. They kill people that look like them more than black people kill each other over here. And we only about 13, 14% in America. Nigga, they 90-something% over in Africa. And they killing each other. The fuck are you talking about? Nigga, I put it this way. I tell my African brothers and sisters this. You can't talk shit about black Americans. We 13, 14% here. You motherfuckers 90% and you still don't run your fucking continent. You still don't run it. You still don't have no, y'all don't run shit. You don't run shit. And you don't have an army. All y'all do over that bitch, y'all kill more black people than black people kill in America. And we don't even come 25% of what Africa continents have. Y'all kill each other. And you get over here talking gangster to us. The fuck are you talking about? Y'all still don't even run South Africa. The fuck you talking about? You can't talk shit about black Americans when you motherfuckers in Africa have the fucking numbers and you still don't do shit. You still cowards over there. Let's just be real. Y'all don't run shit. And y'all got the numbers and you still don't run Africa. Any of the continents. You don't. Y'all kill each other. But you mad at black Americans. Oh, they just kill each other over here. Nigga, we only 13%. 13%. You motherfuckers is 90% and you still don't conquer Africa. The motherland. The fuck out of here, bro. The fuck are you talking about? Don't ever talk down to us. You got the numbers and you still don't do shit. You don't do shit. We got twice lesser numbers than you, and we still allow you motherfuckers to come over here and progress. How y'all better than us? How some of y'all even think y'all better than us? We 13%. You motherfuckers 90-some% over there in Africa, and you still don't do shit. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Man, don't ever talk down to us. Don't ever talk down to black Americans. Don't ever fucking do that in your life. You motherfuckers got way more numbers than we do, and you still a lot of y'all still cowards over there. Fuck are you talking about? Oh, you want to take resources? What resources? We allowed you to have resources over this bitch. We full for your resources. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, we take it away. Take it away, bitch. You not gonna hurt us. We 13% over this bitch, and we still more powerful in this motherfucking country than you is in Africa with 90%. Remember that, bitch. Remember that shit. You motherfuckers ain't like that. You want to go to war. Who you going to war with? You can't go to war with us. You can't never go to war with us. You always outnumbered here. Morally, you always outnumbered. And you always outnumbered because some of fact, y'all ain't never fight like us. Still to this day, in Africa. Africa, all the continents supposed to be the most powerful country or continent in the world. It's not. Because y'all let white supremacy take over y'all shit. Yeah, the white supremacy run our shit, but we only 13%. Y'all 90-some%. Tell me how y'all better than us. I guarantee you, if black people was 90-some% over this bitch, nigga, I guarantee you, none of this white supremacy shit would even last. We'd have been kicked these motherfuckers. We'd have been took over America. But you motherfuckers in Africa, 90-some% of the people, and y'all still ain't shit. Y'all still running, still coming over here with black people 4-4, we 13%. And you want to go war with us? You can't go to war with us. You ain't built like that. I stand on that shit. But anyway, let's listen to this bitch.
Just so you know.
Oh, my bad.
Left channel, right channel.
That's the reason why 64% of the Democratic vote is immigrant. And out of that 64, 54 is black. So black America, you don't want to go to war with us.
First of all, she lying. She's lying like a bitch. And like I said, if that's the case, it's 90% of black Africans in Africa, and y'all still don't do shit. You threatening black Americans for what? You got the numbers over there where you come from, and you don't take your ass back over there and fight. And like I said, she's lying too. A lot of them immigrants, and maybe herself as well, can't vote in the presidential shit. They can't. So their numbers ain't that high. So that is black Americans voting. The fuck is she talking about? Fuck is you talking about? Talking about 60-some%. Fuck are you talking about? That's a lie. And then, like I said, listen, let's go over our dumbass narrative. Okay, fine. Man, why you don't go Africa and do that? Huh, man? Why you don't go over in Africa and put them numbers up? Because it's way more y'all, and the percentage wise, way higher over there in Africa than it is here. Why you don't do it? Because you know why? Because it's black on black crime going on that bitch. You want to talk about downplay black Americans? Y'all kill more of y'all own people than we do over here. These are facts. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You don't get to talk down to us. Fuck you talking about? We good over here. In a way, we better than y'all. I tell you that shit. Go ahead and take all that energy that you taking, that you trying to do to black Americans, take that shit back over to Africa and see how that shit work out for you. Talking about you gonna leave and everybody we stop for a day. Take your ass back there then. No, just don't do that. Don't just stop working. Take your ass back to Africa and see how that work for you, bitch. Fuck you talking about? These motherfuckers, listen. I see a lot of some of these immigrants getting out of pocket. Like, nigga, we don't need y'all. Y'all keep acting like we need y'all. We don't need y'all. Especially on this cornery shit that y'all doing. We don't need y'all. Y'all actually hurt the cause. Bullshit, bitch. Hey, we don't need you. Stop working. Stop doing everything you do and your ass get deported, you go away. Fuck you talking about? Give me a second, y'all. I don't bad people. And listen, like I said, this is not about all immigrants and all Africans and shit. But it's to see these motherfuckers that think they better than black Americans. You can keep all that shit. You think you better than us, nigga? Go the fuck home then. Go back home. And that goes with some of them immigrants. Like, yo, them Latinos, all nigga, go the fuck back home. You only here because of what we made democracy. It wasn't no, listen, there's no such thing of democracy if it ain't for black folks, black Americans. You don't have no democracy here. Okay? You don't even be here. They get less fuck about you motherfuckers. Like, just be real about it. And you know the crazy shit about it is that everything I'm saying and everything this racist, this stupid bitch is saying, they want us to do that. They want us to fight. But this bitch is too ignorant to understand that. Acting like she doing us a favor. You ain't doing black Americans no favor. Ask them where their businesses are. They're in the black community. Who's more their clients? The black Americans. The fuck out of here. You don't get no, like, you're not like that in America. I don't know why y'all think that. You not that good in our community. Every time you motherfuckers come here and you poor, where they send you? To the black community. They don't send you to the white community. And they give you all the benefits that we can't even get. Because we full for it. But we ain't totally that mad about it. But we watching. We watching this shit. You motherfuckers come over and get all the benefits that we can't get. And then you got a nerve to get benefits and then think you better than us. Like I said, don't get mad at black people because you motherfuckers getting targeted by the racists. We tried to tell y'all. You thought that you was better than your own people, but then now you think you better than black Americans. These are facts. So it's all good. Like I said, I hope that all these motherfucking so-called bigoted ass anti-black fucking Africans think that they better than black people. Y'all want to stop fucking with us. Whatever. Because when black people stop supporting y'all, giving out money, you bitches don't even survive after that. Fuck out of here. You think the white people are gonna fuck with y'all? They don't even like y'all. That's why they put y'all in the black community. Your business is most likely in the black community. The fuck are you talking about? So when some black folks, black Americans say, man, we not gonna support y'all no more, it's for a reason. We not saying that because we on some hateful shit. Or we on some bigoted shit. We don't like y'all. It's not that. It's because some of y'all on some bullshit. And we tired of that shit. You just don't even want to understand why black Americans feeling this way now. You ain't even thinking about that. You just like, oh, I can't believe they doing that shit. Nigga, what? And we not saying necessarily it's all of y'all. We're just saying check your people, man. Excuse me. That's all we saying. Check your fucking people. But rather for you to check your people, you want to check us. Well, okay. But like I said, do everything that this woman said to do. And I guarantee you, her business and all them African business go down under. Nobody cares about that shit. Because once black support goes away, black American support go away, you have nothing in America. Nothing. You think that shit gonna affect us? You acting like black women can't do hair. The fuck are you talking about? We good, motherfucker. We know how to braid. We know how to put. What the fuck is wrong with you? You acting like black people, we just ignorant. We don't know how to do nothing. We can't survive without you. What the fuck are you talking about? We've been here already. We've been surviving without you motherfuckers already. So you can go ahead and not fuck with us. We ain't been getting health care like that. So we don't care like you think we do. Let's move on.
At this point, I don't care if you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican, because the stupid black Republicans that are being controlled by the white tea brought this up. And it seems to be that some of you on the Democratic Party side are also getting along. So you want to pick that fight? We can do so. Yeah, we can ask our 54% vote to boycott the communist.
First of all, you try to group, and I'm going to defend this. You try to group black Democrats with black Republicans. That ain't true. That ain't true. So you going off a fucked up narrative. And like I said, that's on y'all. You trying to act like black Americans. We listen, a lot of us don't even fuck with the Democrat Party. We don't even fuck with of course we don't fuck with the Republican Party, but we don't fuck with the Democrat Party like that. We side with them on certain shit because morally they're better than the Republicans. That's it. But we're not, like, if you hear black people say we're not fucking with immigrants or whatever, some shit like that, you got some black folks like that, they're not Democrats. They don't even side with Democrats. Like I said, it's a few of them motherfuckers. It's not the whole black American community. It's a few motherfuckers. That's like me saying all of them think how this woman thinks. All the African women or black people think this way. I would never say that. But I would try to like dig down deeper, like why this shit is happening, or why people feeling this way, or some people feeling this way. It's a reason. But I would never blame the whole fucking African community of acting like all of them think this way. I would never do that. But see how you do? That's white supremacy. You think because some black folks say some shit, black Americans say some shit, that we all think that. That's white supremacy. Do you understand that, man? You doing what white supremacy do. Even though you doing what you doing, I still don't think all African black folks from Africa, immigrants, think the same way you think. That's why I say some of you motherfuckers. I never say all of y'all like that. Or I wouldn't like be mad at all the immigrants or all the black Africans. I wouldn't be mad at all of y'all because you said what you said, bitch. But see how you did? See how you went down into that? And then you get mad at certain black folks. It's from black American. They like, oh no, we not gonna fuck with that. We gonna do a boycott. I didn't even think about no shit like that. I ain't never heard about that shit, and I wouldn't even do that. Because I know African brothers and sisters that's good brothers and sisters. So I wouldn't do that. But see how quick you do that off of some motherfuckers that we don't probably the black or the whole black community even fuck with. But you did it anyway. You went off on that. You went crazy on it. So fuck it. Like, yo, like, nah, man. And even though you did what you did, I'm still not mad at all African black people because of your stupidity. But I will say this. If any African people feel the way that this woman feels, and y'all want to say we gonna stop, you gonna do what she gonna do, then nigga, go ahead and do it. I guarantee you, you think it's gonna hurt us. It's not. It's not gonna hurt Black Americans like you think. I'm giving you the game. It won't help us. It won't hurt us. I'm telling you like that. Like I said, if you want to go to war with black Americans like that, we buy more of your shit. So if we stop and you push this narrative, oh nigga, you not gonna do nothing in our community. We will run you out the community. You don't do that much shit in our community like that. We appreciate y'all shit. Sometimes some of us can get a little ignorant. We get it. But no, if we say fuck you and we with that shit, you don't want Black Americans to boycott your shit. I'm just being real honest about it. Because once we do it, you don't get no money. You don't get no money because you motherfuckers in our community. This shit ain't just affecting you ignorant ass sellouts. This shit is affecting people that ain't even thinking like y'all. So you thinking that shit gonna fuck, I don't know what y'all thinking, but it's some of you motherfucking ignorant motherfuckers. But don't get that shit twisted. We'll shut your shit down the way you don't make no money in our community. And then she lied and said, oh, there's a lot more of us here. No, it's not. It's not. Because once Black Americans start fucking with you, when we stop doing that shit, you ain't got no motherfucking, you ain't got no money. You ain't got no say here. We always been supporting y'all. So stop it. You can't do what we do. It ain't enough of you motherfuckers here. You keep thinking this is enough of y'all here, but like I said, when our black money, Black American money, when we stop that shit, we fuck it up. Look what happened to motherfucking what's the shit? And I'm gonna leave this. What's the shit that happened in what that shit happened? Target. What happened in Target? Them motherfuckers lost billions. So imagine you motherfuckers talking that shit about Black Americans. If we stop fucking with y'all, nigga, your business won't be shit. We did that to Target. The fuck you talking about? And you talking about local businesses in the Black community. We will stop y'all shit. Y'all shit will go under real quick. So go ahead and do it. We'll fuck all that shit up. I don't know why this woman even talking this way. Like, understand, like, if Black Americans stop fucking with African shit, y'all don't last here. Y'all don't last here. We support y'all shit. And you know that. And that was the crazy shit about it. She knows that. She's like, oh, we stop it. Oh, it'll stop some shit. It'll hurt some shit. No, it wouldn't. Because Black people already been hurting. So you think that you can stop our shit? Like you gonna hurt us? You not. You hurt yourself more than you hurt us. Because we your biggest customers. We your biggest customers. I understand. That's what the white supremacists want y'all to do too, right? They want y'all, stop fucking with the Black Americans. Beef with us, right? So what happens is that, okay, that happens, right? Excuse me. Then they have a reason to deport you motherfuckers. Because a lot of y'all on visas. They're trying to get rid of the 4th Amendment. You helping it. You dumbasses. You stupid as fuck. You fucking your own family members over with this dumb shit that you talking. We tried to warn y'all. Listen, man. You know, like I said, man. Listen. As a Black American, I don't have no animosity towards my African brothers and sisters or my other immigrants brothers. I don't have that animosity like y'all think. And a lot of us don't. You motherfuckers are siding with white supremacy and you don't even know it. You doing their work for them. They want to get rid of y'all. You keep acting like it's about y'all. It's not. They want to get rid of y'all so they can start fucking with us so we can work them slave jobs. But it won't happen. Because black people already told them, nigga, it's not going to happen. Black Americans, it's not going to happen. We not working them. And not disrespect y'all, we just not working those jobs. We not. And if we do it, nigga, you're going to pay us. But they ain't, their whole point is to try to make us black American slaves. Y'all not trying to understand that. And so that's on y'all, man. And that's why a lot of Black Americans feeling the way they feeling, because y'all just ignorant to shit. Y'all just not paying attention. This shit is fucked up and you don't know it. They using y'all. But you mad at Black Americans. What the fuck you mad at us for? You can't be mad at us, motherfucker. We've been trying to warn y'all. We trying to tell y'all. But you just ignore us. You think you better than us. Okay, fine. Some of y'all. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all think y'all better than us. Okay, cool. So what are you mad at us for? You think you better than us? You think you can do better? Well, do better then. All you do is sell out to white supremacy. So how are you better than us? They still treat you the same. They want to get rid of your ass. We don't want to get rid of you. That's Trump in them. That's the white supremacy in them. They ain't got nothing to do with us, nigga. We ain't trying to get rid of y'all. At the end of the day, nigga, we got love for y'all. But y'all still, some of y'all still mad at us. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm done with that shit. I'm done. I don't like to be mad at my brothers and sisters that from different races and shit, but them motherfuckers, they don't understand. And then they get mad at somehow pro-black motherfuckers and be like, yo, we done. We tired of talking. We tired of telling y'all the same shit over and over again. And y'all keep siding with white supremacy. We getting angry about that shit. Why y'all don't understand that? Or some of y'all don't understand that shit. Like, we done, man. Like, yo, we not doing that shit no more. And then you got a nerve to talk disrespecting us? Like, nah, bro. Or some of your people start disrespecting. Nah, fuck that. All right, people. I'm out of here, man. That shit is crazy. Like I said, the motherfuckers, they not us. When Kendrick Lamar said that shit, they not like us, man. Because they just don't really get it. And like I said, sooner or later they'll figure. Listen, I'm gonna tell this African black woman, if you feel like you want to go to war with Black Americans, you'll find out. We ain't gotta threaten you. Like I said, the white supremacists will take everything away from you motherfuckers. You keep thinking that it's us. It's not us. You taking away your own fucking liberty and all that shit. Your own freedom in this country. You taking away this shit, deciding with them. They get less a fuck about you. But you keep acting like we your enemy. Okay, cool. It's all good. Like I said, you'll fuck around and find out. And then you get mad at black people because we don't want to step up because we keep telling y'all the same shit over and over again. We just tired of being sick and tired. But anyway, leave your comments, hit that like button. Support your boys, your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.